Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/LoganRobo. Tonight's game is Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. If you're wondering where Phoenix Wright is during the events of this story, he's hanging out with his brand new best friend, Christoph Gavin. Oh, there's nothing but good times ahead for these two. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing here? I see Extemporaneous was here bright and early, but before we do that, ow! Whoa! Someone was waiting on that. Oh, Gallop! Thank you very much for that objection. I mean, sure, we'll start off on the right foot. How you doing, Gallop? I do see that right off the bat there is a poll already up over in Twitch saying, should Logan do a poll for new intro screen edition? Right now, first place is currently going to swap to dark mode. Also yes, with yes in second place. No votes for no. I'm gonna vote no, just because it's less work for me. But I mean, if you guys want, we can always do that type of thing. But how's everybody doing? I see that Extemporaneous was here bright and early with a random Transformers check. I do feel like maybe I should be sitting on these random Transformers checks to wait for Vero, but the random Transformers check is Croc. Ooh. Who is bro? And did you know that it is one letter away from being the guy who says, oh right, the poison, oh, Kronk is your dude. Oh right, hang on, right. Burgers, hey burgers, I can't do it. Such a short clip. Thank you very much, whoever did clip roulette. Wow, we're just getting right into the redeems here. But yeah, Croc is one letter away from the guy who says, oh right, crap, I can't do Kronk. The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen especially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. That poison. I wish I could do a Patrick Warburton voice. A friend of mine could do a killer one, but I can't. But Croc is great. Croc is one of my very much loved, top 10 probably favorite obscure Transformers characters. I've got all 3 of his action figures ever made. In fact, I used to have this up on the back of the couch. At a convention one time, there's this lady who made homemade stuffed toys of all sorts of characters, and one of them is of Croc. It's right here. Before the war, he was a soccer player. Now he's a Decepticon.
Z has been doing Kronk since high school.
And he's good at it! Both him and Chief Asia can do such better Patrick Warburtons. But Z Diggities is phenomenal. Rukov, thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. I'm gonna put him up here. In fact, I could probably take our little Grimlock who keeps falling off my microphone and make him safe by just chilling with Croc over there. So if Vero gets here, we can mention that. Just put him right there. Put him in his lap, maybe. I don't know if you can see that, but that'll be for Vero when Vero finally arrives. But thank you very much for the random Transformers check, Extemporaneous. And a Would You Rather says, an unrelated note, would you rather live on the beach or in a cabin in the woods? I feel like a beach is nice. I love the beach. I love that cool breeze coming in off the coast, like in California, the Alaska trade winds. The downside is it is very humid, but it's so beautiful and nice. But I feel like there's a lot more potential for natural disasters on the beach, so maybe up in the cabin in the woods, but then you gotta worry about mountain lions and bears. So I'll just say the beach. It'd be nice. I could probably never afford it, but it'd be nice. Rukov was also here early saying, food for thought, have you ever seen Logan and Fix-It Felix at the same time? Think about it. I have when I saw Wreck-It Ralph, assuming me being there counts as me seeing me. Also, I think I gotta move Croc over. I'm looking at my screen. He's right next to my head. The balance of it is just throwing me off there. But how you doing, Rukov? How you doing, Extemporaneous? Doc says Hakuna Matata. Oh, that's right, because I mentioned the thing. We're meeting the Lion King. Well, not meeting, but we're dealing with the Lion King here today.
Reminder to the new arrivals. There is a poll running. This one is binding.
Oh, it's binding. I didn't know it was binding, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. So who's winning on this binding poll? I don't think the swap to dark mode part is binding. That, I think, that would have to require like a massive monetary donation to the stream. Because swap to dark mode also, yes, won with 50% of the vote. Rukov contributing 100 channel points.
From season 4. Also, good morning, smile.
Thank you so much for the 10 bits, Vera. Vera, did you hear me talking about Croc back there? And you saw that I put Grimlock over in his lap right there, so the two of them can hang out together. Were you there when I was talking about that? Because you mentioned Krunk from Emperor's New Groove. So thank you very much, Vera, for the 10 bits. I should hold on to those random Transformers checks for when Vera was here. But we missed you last time, Vera. Once again, we had people saying that like, oh, we missed Vera. People were saying puzzles, but...
And how much is massive exactly? Boo.
Ah! Oh, crap. Oak's back to being not nice again. Thank you for the 10 bits. I will have to think about that. Because I feel like I want to say like a lot of money, like $100 or something like that, but that's probably too much money. And that would be for like switching to dark mode for a week. But how you doing? Oak, thank you for the 10 bits. Good to see you. Also over the chat, Weedle says hello there, puppy kicker, stinky man. How you doing, Weedle? Are you holding up with the game that shall not be named, having lost the poll? But again, next time. Maybe next time, Weedle. Magpie says, ooh, hello, chat. How you doing, Magpie? Doc says, excited to see if LoganRobo's has decided on a voice for Mr. President. I did practice. I have a voice that I think will be nice, because, like, I did like the Arnold thing, but it's too close to the German that we were doing for, like, Franziska, so we'll see. Queen Katie says, howdy, how you doing, Queen Katie? Doc says, oh, that Christoph, what a trustworthy pal. He seems like a guy who would be very by the book and by the rules. That's not the type of person to commit crimes. Magpie says, I like to think during this game, Phoenix is in Britain dealing with Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. So did we ever get, like, word on if that is in continuity, if that is canon to Phoenix Wright? Oak says, Longa, how you doing, Oak? I should check over on YouTube. Before the stream, Hidden Hand was there saying, it's near, and then saying, hello, yo. Also, I saw you reply to my meme. Was it good? I thought it was good. I was especially impressed because he had a screen record. It turned out really well for that. Huh?
I am going to let Logan make the poll of animation options, but I assume he will do it when there are more people here.
Good call. Good call. We need some, I think we need some nominations. So for those who didn't see at the very beginning, if people have filtered in since, Rukov did a poll to add something new to the start screen. So we will need 5 animations for things to add to it. Like maybe Grimlock. Maybe we can put Grimlock on there if someone wants to nominate Grimlock. It doesn't even have to be a game-specific thing, but thank you very much for the 10 bits, Rukov. I appreciate it. And Hidden Head also said, objection! Lol. Lol, indeed. Okay, so let's go ahead and load up the game here. So where we left off, Shelly the Killer escaped. I mean, escaped. He got away. But I was thinking about the way that he turned out the lights and then checked the body. And I was like, oh, right, oh, I'm satisfied. It makes me think that he was able to tell something without looking, just from like touch or sight or sound or some other sense. And that was enough to give him all the evidence he needed to figure out who the killer was. So like all the evidence should be here. We just have to figure out what it is. So, all right, so here's the thing. So what I was thinking, initially I was thinking like the Pearl voice, really deep down here. But that's, what if Pearl shows up? This is an anniversary game. So if we take it down deep like that, but then add some growl to it, some ferocity to his voice down here. That's still enough different from, I keep forgetting his name, our Wolfman friend from Zangfa, who is just basically like the Akihiko voice with some grit to it there. Ow. How's that sound? Does that sound okay? Sadly, I must inform you that this is as far as your investigation goes. Is that okay? What do you mean? Oh, look, he's crinkling his nose. He smells something. Oh, my gosh. For a second, I thought he was flipping us off. I'm like, no, this is a sweet game. The flip finger does not exist in Japanifornia. Oh, but he's from Zangfa. Hear me, foolish prosecutor, for I shall say this only once. Night has appraised me of the state of affairs, and from this point forward, the case will be handled by Zangfa's police force, the finest in the world. Even with the killer out of the picture, they're still looking to get me thrown off the case? Well, yeah, Shelley the killer is the only thing keeping you on the case, Edgeworth. Hey, what do you think you're doing, pal? Nobody talks to Mr. Edgeworth like that. I'll shoot the president right now. I'll do it. Right, President of Zangfile. We're not talking about real presidents, because I think it's illegal to like say that you're gonna quote unquote shoot the president. Like that's one of the few exceptions I think to free speech. I saw that in a sketch comedy sketch one time, and I don't know if it's true or not. If it hadn't been for him, the killer would have. Detective, forgive him, Mr. President, but I must confess to being somewhat confused. I fail to see how or why this case falls within Zhang Fa's jurisdiction. You fail to see? Enough, puny prosecutor! You seek explanations from a head of state? I say no! 1,000 times no! That would be no, 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 no. No crap, we're only at 20. I should have set more realistic expectations for myself. You know what? 24 times no. No, 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 no. I will not explain myself to you. Now hand over the evidence you have gathered and remove yourself from this plane. I'd do as he said if I were you, Edgeworth. Ah! This can't really be the end of the line, can it? Credits. That was a good game. That was fun. We're done. Case evidence handed to Mr. Knight. Why? Why let us come so far only to pull the case out from under us? That's sad. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Also, I may have to adjust that voice because that voice is already making me very thirsty. It's very scratchy. And an already scratchy voice. Maybe I'll just make him regular deep until, like, pearl voice until, like, my voice is fully healed. Doc says, evil right and early. Crystal says, objection, first thing in the stream. Gallup says, and why not? And then Crystal did the random shout out there. Oak says, yes, my favorite clip. I love that one. What, were you the one who clipped that one? I think you were, weren't you? Or am I misremembering? Crystal says, Gallup, nothing wrong with it. It's just funny. Crystal says, burgers. Crystal said, nobody did clip roulette. I am just abusing mod powers. Good on you. That's why the mod powers are there, huh?
Logan just stated that character makes him thirsty. Sleep time.
Okay, thirsty like for water. But that was that Rukov, right, Homa?
Take care of your voice, Sirlonga. I do not know if I am permitted to boo.
Ah! I should just do a quiet kind of a thing. But thank you very much, both of you, for the 10 bits each, Rukov and Oak. Thank you. I assume that was Rukov before. I didn't see the name pop up because it was so back. Yeah, it's Rukov. Get some sleep, Rukov. You deserve your rest. Again, we need 5 nominations for what to add to the opening start screen. I'm nominating. I'll nominate Grimlock if nobody else does. I'll find some fun little Grimlock thing. But thank you very much. And yeah, I think I'll probably just do it deep, and then next week, as my voice is better, hopefully I'll add the gravel back in there. So thank you both for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Over in YouTube, objection is saying, or excuse me, I look over and I see Hidden Hand saying objection earlier. Hidden Hand is saying, welcome to the food comment. Pick a food. Oh, there's a potato, a hamburger, pizza, a lime, and popcorn. I think I'll actually take a lime. I feel like that would be good for my voice right now. Or is that the opposite? Would that be good for my voice or not? And then saying, enjoy. Also, by the way, I don't know when you're going to continue the story from before. If you know the story, what I thought, what if Edgeworth was in Bad End Theater? Oh, I remember. And I felt like they were just all going to die in a fire again. But thank you very much, Hidden Hand. Magpie over on Twitch says, you got it pretty close. Oh, trying to do Patrick Warburton? Well, the thing is, I did a play once a few years ago where I tried to do like a Patrick Warburton voice for the character, and it just didn't work out. And now I'm very self-conscious about it. Quickity said, is there a chance for us to beat the case tonight? I do not know, but I do know that Logan is about to hit a mind chest soon. All right, so let's do some mind chest then. Sorry, my voice is still scratchy. I do hope it'll be back to normal soon. But thank you very much. I'll read some more in the chat in a minute. Let's try that. Why let us come so far only to pull the case out from under us? Now you may leave. Knight, detain the suspect. Yes, sir, right away. To make an attempt on my life, to murder one of my faithful servants, the effrontery, the villainy! I didn't murder nobody. 'Cause I... Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist. Oh. Answer me this. In a world already lousy with lies, with deception, with sin and iniquity, can we stand by and suffer yet another crime to go unpunished? I say no! Twice! No, no, no! There can be no forgiveness! There can be no surrender! Why, you ask me? Then I will tell you. Blah 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 blah. He's hiding something. I'm certain of it. And I'm just phasing out everything he's saying. He's really going on and on. Quick Kitty says, also I just checked, we have 4 cross-examinations left in this case. That sounds like a lot for one stream based on my speed. Remember those 2 streams in a row, 2 or 3 streams in a row, only did like 1 per? But we'll try. That'll be our goal tonight, to reach the end of this opening case. Doc says, I believe we can beat it or get so close. Galp says, yeah, I was happy to help with that after I told him about Trigger Fire, and I still appreciate that. It's a great plugin. Quickie says, if we do beat the case tonight, expect a fun fact about it at the end, lol. Oak says, I got a personal best in getting over it. Oh, what was it? Oh, 4? Wait, is that my timestamp or is that your personal best? 4:42? I assume that's your personal best, although I may be that far behind. Let's see, Crystal says, Vero, notice something? Quickie said, oh yeah, I'm about to attempt to see if uploading my newest video edit on YouTube will affect the stream I'm watching, because I want to upload it tonight before I forget. That's the one for next time with Metaphor, right? I think. And if I leave now, we'll never know the truth. Huh? What? Who?
This has the same vibes as you and Curly from Mouthwashing.
Is that a good thing, though? I feel like it might not be. Huh?
No, that's the personal best. 4 minutes, 42 seconds.
Honestly, that's impressive. I mean, how long was I playing that one time I had it on stream, and I got nowhere near the end? But thank you both, Vero and Oak, for the 10 bits each. I appreciate it. And by the way, Vera, thank you for going and like commenting on that mouthwashing video from the other day on, I don't know why TikTok was deboosting it. But as you see, TikTok is back. I think Vera thought I was magic for a little while. But no, I just schedule videos ahead of time. But also, I was like really happy. Did you see? I know you guys saw it, because who was it? Was it Oak or was it Vera? Somebody posted the screen cap of the comment of somebody named Log, who was just like, what? I thought you were American. I'm like, wow, somebody's seen enough of my videos to have like an opinion on what my nationality probably is. I was so happy about that. I was very happy. All right, and if I leave now, we'll never know the truth. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, there's gotta be something we can do. He's still so cartoonishly ripped. Why are his clothes so tight? He should buy clothes better fitted to a man of his mass. Think, Miles. Remember... Wait, crap. Am I saying this out loud? Oh, I am. Okay, I'll say it quietly. Think, Miles. Remember. How many times have you faced situations like this in the courtroom? You've confronted the lies of witnesses. Oh, I'm a ventriloquist. I'm saying these things without my lips even moving, but they're not thoughts because they're not in parentheses and counter the arguments of other lawyers. Has the critical evidence always been laid at your feet? No, and yet you always get to the truth of the situation in the end, with your greatest weapon of all, your words. I'm going to speak out loud now. Oh, it's the mind chest. Oh, crap, this is timed. I gotta be careful about this. I don't like how this is timed. I should read a couple more comments in the chat to brace myself for the timer on this. Let's see. Vera's saying, yeah, only briefly. Krista says, Grimlock is chillin'. Vera's, thank you, Toilet Duck. I will save. I'm a good trained Pavlovian dog, because we've not even saved it all tonight. So thank you, Queen Katie. Also, it's just good to do, I guess, before the mind chest. That would have been the smart thing to do. So you were smart. I appreciate you being smarter than I am. So thank you very much. Bavira says, hold up. I can barely see it on mobile. Can you guys even see little Grimlock in? I don't know if you can see Grimlock in Croc's chilling in Croc's lap back there. But Croc was the random Transformers check, and I had gotten at a convention this homemade Croc stuffed toy, so I had to bring that back out. Oak says, dang, how much to permanently fix Logan's eyes? To permanently do it? Tell you what, if you pay off my car loan, if, like, for real, if you pay off my car loan, if you give me $2,000 right now, I'll switch to dark mode. I don't give a crap. Like, the amount of stress that would ease from my shoulders for $2,000 to pay off my car loan would be amazing. Veer said, but I can see them. Magpie says, I'm good, Logan, just tired for no reason, lol. It's been a nice day relaxing, and I have tomorrow off. I'm tired for reason. You see, so I had to get up for church this morning, and the way that it works here is that they've got like multiple congregations in the same building that like kind of stagger what time they meet, and they kind of rotate each calendar year. And this year we're in the early schedule, so I had to get up really early, and it was really cold, and the snow and frost hadn't melted off my car. There was a little bit of snow, not a whole lot, but a little bit. And it was cold and early and tiring. Magpie says, technically, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, I'm pretty sure isn't canon, but it should be. Vera said, I missed little badonkers. The meds for my back were too strong. I overslept. Well, is your back feeling all right, though? It was fun. A lot of bad things. At one point, little badonkers got decapitated, but everything was fine in the end.
That's a really tempting offer. However, I have negative $1,000. No.
Thank you. Thank you for being nice. So thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate it. It's just, at the rate I'm going, I should have my car loan paid off in like September or October of this year. But it's just, oh man. Oh, it's expensive. Let me read one or two more comments and we'll get right back into the game and do this mind chess. Quick Gator said, so far uploading the video edit isn't breaking Twitch, yay! Crystal says, burger! Over on YouTube, Hidden Hand is saying, I'm gonna do another part. Hold up, lol, I look forward to it. Okay, now let us analyze the state of play. How come he doesn't have a king? He's just got a knight and a queen? Begone, puny prosecutor, or do you dare defy the direct order of a president? Maybe I will keep the gravel out because then I can add more vibrato to his voice. Ah! That wasn't vibrato. I don't know what I'm doing there. That's not even the right word. Vibrato? Vibrato? How do you say it? But I hope that 1,000 times no isn't going to be his catchphrase. I don't want to have to keep that gag going. He's not going to listen. He clearly means to drown out any objection by means of pure rhetorical force. When an opponent is on the offensive, the best thing I can do is bide my time and wait for an opening. As he said himself, he's a head of state, a seasoned politician. He won't open himself up to attack so easily. Who are you talking to, Edgeworth? I can't let him bully me into submission. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I may be able to find my moment. Okay, so we gotta, when he's on the offensive, we wait. And then, I don't know what we're waiting for, though. I guess we'll find out together. We might get a bad ending. My first aim should be to find out why he's insisting on Zhang Fa take over the case. The board is set. Oh, what? Well, who?
A seasoned politician, you say?
Ah, politician.
Also, my dad stole some of my ice cream. How dare he?
Well, what is that one audio where it's like, how dare you? I don't know, that like rattles in my brain now whenever people say how. I am sorry. I would offer you some. The only ice cream in my freezer right now is some mint chip ice cream, and that is reserved for my mom. She deserves all the little treats and little tiny pleasures in life that she can get, so that is hers. But I meant to, the other day, get some chocolate ice cream from the store. I really could go for some, and then I'd offer you that, but I have none. I'm sorry, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. The board is set. Time to make my opening. Gambit. Okay, so I won't be able to read chat while we're doing this because I need to actually focus. Let's see. Mind chess comments. So who will take over the case? Explain to me why I'm... Okay, who will take over the case? Please, about the case. Did I give you permission to speak? No, 1,000 times no. Bide my time. I am the leader of Zhang Fa. I have no time for your insolent back chat. I was simply hoping to confirm one basic fact. You say that the investigation will now be assigned to your national police force? I do. Now enough of your pointless questions. Bide my time again. Good boy. Right now, Edgeworth is going, oh, why does that do something to me inside? The interior of this plane is the sovereign territory of Zhangfa. You have no rights here. Yeah, but the shooting occurred outside the plane, right? Is that so? Could it be that our current location itself is significant somehow? I should keep that in mind. It could be a useful clue. So who'll take over the case? Explain to me why I'm off the case. Could you at least explain to me why I am off the case? Imbecile! Cease your insolent jabbering. I need not explain myself to you. My reasons are my own, and they are none of your concern. Perhaps it's time to employ my clue. Are they related to our current location? In the course of our conversation, I've deduced, not past tense deduce, I've deduced certain facts from your behavior, Mr. President. For example, feel like the fan translation would have said, I've deduced. You seem particularly aggressive when discussing our current location. I'll grab the night survived. You smarmy smart Alec. As you said yourself, the presidential plane is the sovereign territory of Zhangfa, and from that we can infer that you believe the rules of extraterritoriality apply inside here. Is that correct? Sweating. Enough. Cease your objectionable whining. Objectionable, like the puzzles. I see that our hit point meter or time meter has paused, so I'll read some more in the chat. Let's see. Doc says there is no way Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright is canon, but I wish it was. Crystal says add Burger. Okay, so we could add Grimlock. We could add Burger. We need 3 more nominations. Queegator said knocks on wood quickly. Beer said Grimlock can be there. Anything we want can be there. I mean, anything that's like not NSFW. Not gonna add like boobies on there or something like that. Crystal says add Burger. FPR, the intro. Oak says Fuka dance. Elizabeth dance. Huh?
Wow, this objectionable whining is really puzzling me.
Object is puzzling. It's zero. Ah! Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Okay, we'll read 1 or 2 more on Twitch. I'll check YouTube, then we'll get back to the game here. So we could do like a Fuka/Elizabeth dance. Crystal says Maya with her burger. Vera says as long as it's a green screen GIF, he can add it, y'all. Crystal says or Elizabeth on the slide. Doc says Rook has a piece of paper on his pocket that says spoiler is the killer /J. Oak said bro, that voice goes so hard. Was that with the scratchiness? Crystal says gasp, you're /J. Miardarar. Okay, let's look over in YouTube. Hidden Hand is saying, I think I don't remember. One mind chest later. Dikilla, how'd you defeat me? I had 2 kings. Edgeworth says, stay mad, lol. Dikilla, okay, I'll tell you how to get out. You're going to sound stupid when you hear about this. There was literally a window. Can't believe you're this blind. That was the whole thing. If they were simply following fire code last time, there'd have been a window, huh?
First chatter, boo.
Ah! Oh, there's a first-time chatter. Thank you so much. Wait, Vera, why are you doing boo on me? Hi, first-time chatter. Let me look down the bottom of the chat. The Persiac. I hope I'm saying that. Oh, look, I love how your little emotes that you put in look like they're dancing in the music. It almost syncs up. How are you doing since you're new? I try to let every new person know 2 things. Number 1, I read every comment in chat, but I just sometimes get behind. We're only a half hour into chat, and I'm probably already like at least 15 minutes behind. So if you write things in the chat, I promise I will read them eventually. It just takes a little while sometimes. So please have patience. And just want to let you know our schedule. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this, Ace Attorney Investigations 2, and Metaphor Fantasio, huh?
Since we're on a pause, I can say this now. I recently watched the movie Mrs. Doubtfire. This is me asking permission to make a poll regarding whether or not would Logan block that granny act.
I think you're a mod. You can make that poll if you want to, absolutely. So you want to know if I could pull a Mrs. Doubtfire. So if I got married, had kids, had a very messy divorce, and then went against my ex-wife's wishes by dressing up as an elderly woman to infiltrate the home and spend time with the kids, potentially breaking custody laws, maybe even restraining orders, but it's okay because I'm as charming as Robin Williams? Is that the goal of that? Of the grandma act? But go ahead, make that poll, Vero. Thank you for the 10 bits. Let's see, back over on YouTube, Hidden Hand is saying, Edgeworth, anyway, okay, we got to go to the window. Said Law, by the way, the timer only goes when you're in selection thing. Okay, so we can pause periodically. That is good to know. Thank you, Hidden Hand. Over in Twitch, Queen Katie is saying, I'm praying that the cute little jingle I made for the video edit doesn't randomly get all copyrighted on YouTube, Law, because for once, I was the one behind the music. Wait, what is the music then? Doc says, that's great, like Tony the Tiger. Do you get the joke? I get the joke. It's like that wonderful Mexican breakfast cereal, Zucaritas. Oak said, Logan needs to be hired for doing voice work more. I would like to. I've done a couple of radio ads. There's a training video for schools in southern Utah. But I feel like most, I'm not gonna go into it. I do audition for voice work, but most of my stuff ends up being on camera. And a chat Sruve has appeared. Can Logan pull off a Mrs. Doubtfire? I will not vote because I don't know if I could or not, but I'll let you guys decide, and then we'll talk more about it after the poll. Crystal says agreed. Doc says, you'll never take me alive. I'll find a teenage girl to accuse of this murder. Where's Maya? Crystal says, hire Logan as a voice actor. And then, not Maya. And then Gallup says, he looks like he from Gargoyles, the cartoon TV show. Who? Oh, this guy? Well, I mean, he looks like he could be a member of the pack or something, especially since one of them, if you remember, got like the genetic splicing stuff to make him part animal. I've already talked before about how the only Disney live action thing that I have any potential interest in is the Disney live action Gargoyles, and only because I would do just about anything, like without breaking laws, nothing immoral, to play Owen in a live action Gargoyles. I would love that so freaking much. Anyway, enough with cease your objectionable whining. Are things getting too hot for you? I think, yeah, you're sweating. Oh crap, did I mess up? The music stopped, or is that good when the music stops here? You can rant and roar all you like, but you won't escape my scrutiny. It was unmistakable. The moment I mentioned extraterritoriality, you became visibly agitated. You had cartoon flop sweat. I'm sorry, chat, that you are being all exposed to this very disgusting sight of a sweaty wang, but we will get past it together. Oh crap, is he gonna move his chest piece? Because his hand's like behind it. You think you're clever, do you? Let me answer your little question. It's true! Extraterritoriality applies! Your laws mean nothing here! And why does that matter, you ask? It matters because it means you are powerless! You have neither influence nor authority here! Interesting. So the extraterritoriality issue does have something to do with all of this. So what that could mean, either that's an excuse and he doesn't have jurisdiction because the shooting took place outside, or he's accidentally letting it slip up that Bastion Rook was shot inside the plane, which is while Tabby Lloyd was outside, so she has an alibi. Oh, and the poll is done, and 100% of the vote said yes. So, all right, who wants to marry me, have 2 kids, and get a messy divorce with me? Please? It'd be nice for a little while. Maybe. But thank you very much for the poll, Vero. I hope the results were to your satisfaction. I don't know if I could do the Mrs. Doubtfire voice. This was her when she was just quite, Mrs. Doubtfire here. Oh, yes, sweetie. Oh, crap, I can't. This voice is scratching. What?
It was 3.
Wait. What was 3? What was 3? Oh, 3 kids. They had 3 kids? It's been forever since I've seen that movie. I just remember, like, there was the little tiny girl. Because wasn't she the one that, like, at one point, like, swore? And I never find, like, little kids swearing in a movie endearing. I always like, oh, that makes me uncomfortable. And then there's a kid. I thought there was, like, was a young boy. I guess maybe there was another. Maybe there was 3. I guess you're right, Vero, since you saw it recently. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Was my feeble attempt at doing the Miss Doubtfire voice, was that fairly accurate, though? I hope. Let's dig a little deeper into the claim that the plane is sovereign territory, shall we? Oh, thank you, meter, time meter. This next move will surely decide the victor. He may be the president, but nobody is untouchable. I just have to find the right angle of attack. Does the rule really apply here? Does the rule really apply here? You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it? Do you even understand what you're asking? Of course. If I didn't, I wouldn't ask. Have you no shame calling into question the good word of one such as myself? You the one that's being ashamed? Bide my time. He's on the offense again. Well, what? Who? Huh?
The little girl was also Matilda at some point.
Oh, was she?
Also, nice Mrs. Doubtfire voice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. For someone, I haven't seen that movie in probably at least a good 10 years. So thank you so much for the 10 bits. What was that? Do you guys remember there was like a clip that went like, not really super viral, but I saw it a lot on TikTok a number of months ago. There was a clip from a Matilda musical. I don't know if it was the old movie or they do a new one, but it was like this choreographed dance number these kids were doing and like it was like tracking of the camera. It was like really cool looking. I have never seen Matilda. Is it a good movie and I never realized? Pinned message written by Queen Katie. Said, chat, a quick salute to Wendy. Oh, the killer headache right now. Wendy, did you pop in if you can hear me? Get feeling better. I'm so sorry, Wendy, you're awesome. Take some medicine if you need it. Rest up, get feeling better. If you do feel better, we'd love to have you back, but make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're awesome, Wendy. I'll read a couple more comments in the chat. Queen Katie says, mind chess time, chat. See, I can't be that far behind. Doc said, I haven't seen Logan mind chess yet. Excited. Is it everything you hoped for, Doc, and more? Magpie says, it's true, free speech does have limitations, and it doesn't apply on a private space, so free speech doesn't actually apply on individual websites. They can choose to ban you for anything as long as they're not run by the government. I mean, there are, like, it depends. It is a tough issue, because there are, like, fewer limitations than people think. A lot of the time, people will cite legal precedent that is kind of outdated. Actually, no, I don't want to get in the weeds in that, but I find it a fascinating topic. And a while back, I did like a deep dive and I was reading up on these like old Supreme Court cases. And it is really fascinating, though, Magpie. So you're right, there are limitations, but mercifully few. Vera says, lurk, pee break. Thank you for the lurk, Vera. I hope the pee break is in the bathroom, though. Doc says, yeah, keep doing this bit, Logan. Was that the 1,000 times no? Hey, King John says, actually, I think I have an idea for a place we could do. For a place where we could do, if you haven't already, for peeing? A place for peeing? I think it's the bathroom, right? Maybe? Probably? And over on YouTube, Hidden Hand says, when he does that pose, it looks like he's holding the chess piece, the one where like he screams. I'll have to check that out again. I like his like voice. It reminds me of that meme from like a bunch of years ago of Jeb Bush doing the thing like that in front of the map of the country. Hidden Hand says, not me, I'm not gay. Okay, part 8 is being cooked. Hold on. All right, let's keep going. I see there's some clips in the chat. We'll check them out the next time we venture back over to the chat. I have no more time for this. You clearly cannot be saved from your own foolishness. You needn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Ms. Lloyd, the woman who is being wrongfully accused of this crime. Your chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. The right to extraterritoriality cannot be denied. This is Sparta! Zangfa! If I want to take this any further, I'll need a clue of some kind. Let me try another tack for now. Does it really apply here? You've overplayed your hand. Surely you see that you have overplayed your hand? Nobody asked your opinion. You need only obey me. Nothing else. Do you really think I'll obey you? You must have realized by now what a massive corner you've talked yourself into. That sucked. Worthless, meaningless bluster. Some pathetic ploy to buy time, perhaps. Aha! Maybe it was a little pathetic to chime in like that here. Oh crap, we lose time when that happens. I can't let him bully me on the back foot. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I may be able to find an opening. You've overplayed your hand, and then we'll bide our time this time, huh?
He says this, but this is Gordon Lake outside. Bro thinks he's Megatron with the whole obey me act.
I know, that's the thing. Like I said, the shooting took place outside the plane. So either he is wrong about extraterritoriality, or the shooting took place inside the plane. Either of which is good for us, because if he's wrong about extraterritoriality, we can resume our investigation because we have jurisdiction. If he's right about it, then the shooting took place inside the plane and Tabby Lloyd has an alibi. So either case, we're fine. We're great. We're made in the shade, as they say. By they, I mean like people who rhyme. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Okay, let's try this again. We're gonna bide our time. You dare tell me how to govern, how to lead? How dare you contradict me? On the matter of Miss Lloyd's guilt, yes, I do. No, she is guilty. She is the culprit. There is nothing left to debate. Well, of course she's the culprit. Let's try that. You must have realized by now what a mess. Oh, crap! No! No! I gotta bide my time even more? We're dying. I should have saved again. Okay. You've overplayed your hand. And then we gotta bide our time. Okay, bide our time again. Bide our time. Bide my time. Who else could have fired from outside the plane? There is no other viable suspect. Fired from outside the plane. There, he just slipped up. Fired from outside the plane. Fascinating. So he's claiming that Ms. Lloyd fired at him from outside the plane. This could be a vital clue. Oh, crap. Does that rule really apply here? You believe that extraterritorial... Yes. So this is where we go back before we needed a clue. Have you no shame? You bide my time? Crap, we're running out of time. I have no more time for this. You clearly cannot be saved from your own foolishness. You needn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Ms. Lloyd, the woman being wrongfully accused of this crime. Your chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. The right to extraterritoriality cannot be denied. This is Angfar. Time to deploy my clue. She fired at you from outside. Oh, did we do it? We're in the red on time. This is too close for comfort. That got really close. As I recover from that, let's check out the clip that Gallup posted into the chat. I think both Gallup and Queen Katie posted clips. They might be the same thing. Let me load this up with the clip viewers so we can all watch it together. I don't know if we even have any lurkers right now, but if you do, if someone posts a clip, we pop it up on the stream so we can watch it. From 30 minutes ago, I'm a half hour behind? We're only 45 minutes into chat, or into the stream. How am I a half hour behind? Less than 45 minutes in. This is bad. Say no 1,000 times no. That would be no, 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 no. No, crap, we're only at 20. I should have set more realistic expectations for myself. You know what? 24 times no. No, 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 no. I will not explain myself to you. I think, excuse me, I think that was a fine compromise. I won't take it down because we got another clip coming up. And King John says the Mega Man Zero or ZX series. I played a little bit of Mega Man Zero once before, but not a whole lot. Let's see, this clip from Queen Katie is titled No, so I'm guessing it's the same thing. You seek explanations from a head of state? I say no 1,000 times no. Well, I won't make you watch me counting to 20 again, so let's see where this one ends. 24 times no. No, 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 no. I will not explain myself to you. See, there we go. Thank you very much for the clips, both of you. I appreciate it. Let's play a little bit more till we get some music again before I go back to reading more in the chat now. I may not be able to call the extraterritoriality of the presidential plane into doubt. However, according to you, she shot at you from outside the aircraft, correct? In which case, extraterritoriality could not possibly apply in this case. Your assertion is entirely without merit, and the detainment of Miss Lloyd cannot be justified. Oh, well, my queen exploded, crap! Yeah! How could I have... bested by a mere prosecutor? But I'm the president! The president! Checkmate. Mind chess checkmate! That is not... Again, that is not how checkmate works. If you capture a queen, that is not checkmate. I trust you won't mind if we continue our investigation now, Mr. President. Huh?
I'd be shoving my tongue into that hole all the time. I am sorry, chat, that you were beholden to this very disgusting sight of a very sweaty wang, but we will get through this together. If I had bonkers in my life, I'd be yipping all over the place. They are the ones who stick their fingers in the hole. I do prefer the uncut version quotes from LoganRobo's.
Oh, they're from LoganRobo's. Ah, that's so scary. That guy sounds weird. We should not be quoting LoganRobo's. He sounds like a very unpleasant person, but thank you very much for the 50 bits. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Again, we're going to play. Out of context, they sound awful. In context, they're only kind of awful. But let's play a little bit more here, and then we'll once we get some background music again, we will be back to that. I hereby officially and unreservedly confirm my approval. Consider it a gesture of the magnanimity. How do you say magnanimous? He says all these like noun versions of adjectives. Magnanimity and a generosity for which my good office is known. Yes, for without noble acts such as the flexing that muscle. Unmistakably and irrefutably. Oh, wait, crap. Why is he talking without me? He's talking without me. Why am I not able to click history? There can be no other outcome. Oh, yes, people of Zangpa. Let me click history. You hear it now. The investigation will continue. He talked beyond my clicks.
Hey, maybe the queen capture caused checkmate, like 7 with the enemy king of e8 and your king on e6.
I mean, maybe, but we should see where the king is before we're calling checkmate. Because I feel like it's just as likely that didn't happen. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate it. Thank you. What's he saying? For without noble acts such as these, unmistakably and irrefutably, for which reason we hereby, there can be no other outcome, for our goals are lofty and our hearts... Oh, so these are just like snippets of it. It's not even one like thought going together. All that when he could have just said, okay, you got me. Mr. Knight, if you would care to return the evidence... Take it here. Case evidence retrieved from Mr. Knight. We did it, Mr. Edgeworth! We sure did. And now, the investigation can continue. Whatever, enjoy your pocket full of pounds. I'll be over here enjoying how you put them into play. Then you will definitely enjoy my next move. Edgeworth, stop flirting with him. You are in a committed friendship with Phoenix Wright. Mr. President, one more favor if you would be so kind. What is it? Could you please give us your testimony concerning the incident itself? Now you want me to testify? Whoa! That's your next move. If you want the president to testify, you'll have to take him to court. All in good time, Mr. Knight. He will get his day in court soon enough. But if a person of interest refuses to cooperate at the investigative stage of the process, they are obliged to provide detailed justification as to their reasons for doing so. No, they don't. I'm pretty sure they don't. I think. Also, we do have some background music, so I can read some more in the chat now. Quickity says, oh, dang, Gallop. Oak says, oh, hey, I was about to clip that. Gallop says, lol. Oak says, I think Vera was the one who clipped the burger clip. King John said, so I have to ask you guys, has he done those series before? I, one time before people watched my streams, played a tiny little bit of, I think, was it Mega Man 11 I played a little bit of on here? I do have one of the Mega Man Zero games. but it's not on Steam, unfortunately, so I cannot play any of those games on here. My apologies. Crystal said Logan is doing a low-key... Crystal says, he has done Ace Attorney before, yes, but it's his first playthrough for this game. King John said, as referred to the series I was suggesting. Crystal says, welcome in, King John. Said, oh, King John said, which was the Mega Man 0 and ZX series. The latter has voice acting, but it's all in Japanese, and the former doesn't have any voice line. Crystal says, oh. Oak says, I made butter chicken today. Well, I thought you made it the other day. I saw a picture on Discord, though. How did it turn out? It sounded like you and Vera were going on about how it was really good. Oak says it was so good. Crystal says, how much butter? 3-6. King John says, Wang to me looks like Thomas from Mega Man ZX Advent. Oak says, I'm gonna try to do something cool with the leftovers, like putting it in a burrito or something. Oak says to Crystal, sadly, only a tiny slice. Crystal says, aw. Doc says, President Wang doing his best impression of eating a burger. Over on YouTube, Hidden Hand says, wait, I gotta go. To see what the underling's name is again. I'll be back. Hold on. It's little badonkers. At least in our headcanon. Says, got it, part 8. This is going to contain certain characters from Bad End Theater. Badonkers, yeah, we're safe. Edgeworth, yes, we certainly are, but we got to find the killer. All right. They are obliged to provide detailed justification as to their reasons for doing so. Riots. Oh. What's the matter? Is there something you'd rather we didn't know? Oh, ew. Stand down, knight. I'll do as the prosecutor asks. Thank you for your cooperation. Now listen and listen well. Here we go. So, wait, no, Queen Katie said 3 cross-examinations. Did that count in the mind chest? Was that one of them, or are we just still on the first one? Because we're almost an hour into stream. And this is still the first one. President Wang's testimony. And we should also save again. Save. Save. Because we made it through the mind chest. Save. Oh, and I see Queen Katie has another clip in the chat. Already another clip. Wow. We're doing good on clips tonight. Let me load this one up with the clip viewer. This clip from Queen Katie is titled The Yapper of All Time. Okay. Let's go ahead and check this one out. 35 minutes. I'm getting further behind. I say no! Twice! No. There can be no forgiveness. There can be no surrender. Why, you ask me? Then I it's this part.
Tell you. Blah 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 blah. He's hiding something. I'm certain of it. And I'm just phasing out everything he's saying. He's really going on and on. Quickity says, thank you very much for the clip. I appreciate that. I just thought the animation of it, he's like, was quite amusing. I was delighted by it. Let's see. Crystal says, I actually just slept through the ban. Huh?
Hey Mr. Robo, should I get myself a fun snack or should I accept my life as it is right now?
I would say... I would say if the snack is like easily accessible, yeah, go grab it. If you gotta like leave and go do stuff, I would say no, let's hang out with us. Your life is fine. We love having our friends here chatting with us. But that's my opinion. Or unless you can share the snack. If I can have some of the snack, then yeah, you can go get the snack. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. But yeah, Crystal was saying, slept through what time did it undo? Because like, I think this morning, the first time I really checked my phone, I already had like a notification of getting a TikTok like. I know last night before bed, you guys were posting how that it had already been banned at that point. But at that point, it also was still, I believe it was just the app kind of preemptively putting a thing and said like, all right, you know, this is happening. I don't think like the government had officially like enforced it yet. But that's where we're at now, and it's undone. And so we saw my clip today. Crystal says, I think I only had 6.5 thousand obies. Now I have 16.6. Hey, don't look a gift obie in the mouth. Quickity said, I totally didn't save scum during the mind chest on my replay through. I totally didn't screw up several times on it. Oak says F meant to say bow. Oh, wait. Oh, instead of no, said I'm trying to add not scary things because having nothing feels so empty. Quickity said, BT dubs, have you seen my Discord messages? I had a small freak moment. A small freak moment? And wished you were up, lol? Oh, it's Javiro. Wait, what? What about what? Did I miss this on Discord, or are you messaging, like private messages? Because I was gonna say I didn't see in the server. Magpie says, send that man to the chess dimension. Vera says, oh, I haven't opened Discord yet. Let me see. Vero, I did try to respond to some more of your Transformers stuff. I almost feel like it'd be like faster and more efficient to get through that, to do it like on a voice chat. Just do a VC one of these days on an off night and just talk Transformers and me like read and respond to everything. Oak says, I'm not even exaggerating with the minus $1,000 number, bro. Hey, I'm in debt for my car, like $2,000. So yeah, I'm minus $2,000. Quickita said, wow, I never noticed they actually rendered the chess pieces cleanly. The version on the DS was clunky as heck. Vera said, 6 mentions from the Transformers channel. I am so tempted. Is not anything important. Let me have a sip of water. We'll get back to the game, then we'll read some more chat in a minute. Okay, so here's testimony. Where was I when the incident occurred? The stage, of course. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then bang! A shot rang out, and a plain, unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Not hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards, huh?
Nah. I want to get replies every day. It's better than just doing it in one go, hey.
Okay, as long as you don't mind that. I have noticed that as I have to like scroll up further and further to reach it each time to reply to stuff. But it's like so detailed with all the episodes, and I'm very much enjoying it. I probably won't be able to give like detailed responses to every single episode, but I'm very much enjoying reading all your responses to all the episodes. So thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero. I appreciate that. Not hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. And then the second shot. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing. Oh, look at that flex. Check out, I was shot with a gun, but now you get to enjoy the gun show. Oh, welcome back to the gun show.
I guess if you look at it one way, the president is also a victim here.
Yes, the victim of an attempted assassination. Well, which is a big thing to be a victim of, Edgeworth. Rook was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
But that makes it even weirder.
Not real, like that is the bodyguard's job. He was in the wrong place, right? He did his job. That is what he signed up for, literally. He is the one person in the right place at the right time to be shot instead of a president.
Why would the target of a crime try to obstruct the investigation?
My guess is there's something behind all this that he doesn't want made public.
A cover-up, huh? I knew there was more to this case than meets the eye. Cover-up, robots in disguise. Edgeworth wages his battle to destroy the evil forces of that man. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. Edgeworth was filmed before a live studio audience.
And the president isn't the only one who knows the truth. Isn't that right, Mr. Knight? Time to get to the bottom of this once and for all.
Rebuttal, President Wang's testimony.
Okay, you guys know the deal. We're going to press every statement. Well, let's save again. Just being safe. Also, since we're like less than 30 seconds away from the 1 hour mark. Wow. Where's the time going here? Let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Crystal says, the only one who can bully Miles into submission is his gay husband. Gay husband, not husband. Phoenix Wright. Huh, what?
I'm sorry, Logan. I had slow mode on, but I was bribed. Twice. I know you'll understand. Do you love you, my man?
Okay, I just hope here's the thing. It is perfectly allowed in this community to bribe moderators as long as the bribe is awesome. Was the bribe awesome? If so, that is allowed. So thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Let's see. Doc says, to the people who saw the earlier streams, how did Logan go with Tabby's mind chess? I feel like I did well with it, but that's just me, I guess. Veer with the unlurk. Quickita said, having with it,
The bribe was awesome.
Oh, then it's allowed. That's totally cool. So thank you very much, Vero. So you are doing your, I was about to say your country, but this is just a channel, not a country. You're doing your channel proud. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Quiggity says, having done up to case 2 so far, the mind chess is slightly tricky, lol. You could just be because I cannot read social cues on 2D characters. I don't think these are real social cues. People don't normally, like, sweat that profusely at the drop of a hat. Oak says, it's okay because there's still ice cream and now I have 1 bowl's less worth. Aw. Doc says, mind chess I think gets easier the more you do it. Vera says, hello. Crystal says, Phoenix Wright is the only one who can say good boy to Edgeworth. Oh, that's what Vera was saying hello to. Oak says, Wang, stop being freaky. Quiggity says, oh yes, just like life. Oak says, that's true. Edgeworth is a bottom. That's why he wants to get to the bottom of this. Gay sex. Doc says, I've deduce. We're gonna pin that message. I've deduce. Crystal says, objectionable. Doc says, extraterritoriality. War flashbacks to AAI-15.
You can check the Transformers channel on Discord to see what I bribe fought with. Also, Crystal, how dare you? What do I need to do to bribe you?
Okay, I need to see what that is now. I'm gonna open it up and take a quick look over at that. I can't pull it up on my computer. Oh crap, I'm getting like a low battery notification on my phone. But this will only take a second. I won't be able to pull it up on my computer because I don't have Discord open right now. And if I try to open it, it'll like crash everything else. So then Transformers chat. Oh, it's a picture of Starscream and Soundwave flipping off the camera. And then a Soundwave picture. So it's pictures of Soundwave? Is that what the bribe was? Okay, pictures of Soundwave. I guess that's allowed. That is definitionally awesome. Vera said, oh my gosh, me mention. Oak said, Logan add gay porn to the start screen. No. How many nominations have we got so far? It was Grimlock. What was the second one? What was the second one we had?
Soundwave and Blaster.
Oh, Soundwave and Blaster. That's why that was the bribes. That is cool. That is awesome. So thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. But it was Grimlock. What was the one? Crystal, I think, made a nomination. Was it Crystal? And there was Persiac saying hi. I don't know if you're still here, but look, Persiac. A half hour later, I finally got to your first message saying hi. Hi. Oak says hi. Doc says hello. Crystal said, speaking of boobies, Logan. Oh, crap. What is this? What is this segue? What is this segue going to be? I don't think anyone has ever said to me, speaking of boobies. Said, add the big bonkers lady from AI Somnium Files. Just her at her little desk. Her little desk with her big round cheeks. Let's see, over in YouTube, Hidden Hand is continuing the fanfic here. Overlord, who's the killer? Edgeworth. He escaped from us before we won't let him again. The hero, Overlord, it's time you got them. You let go the maid. You let go the maid. Hey, stop that. Who even are you? I'm the hero. You don't seem like the hero to me. I'm having a hard time switching characters. You must be working with the Overlord then. Are you out of your mind? I'm not. Besides, it wasn't looking like she was harming her. Time to play mind chess, not again. Also, here in the story is stupid. He should be. Hero was not good in that game, especially not at the beginning. Said, wait, if the bullets went through Rook, how did it pierce your bulletproof vest? Well, it got lodged into his bulletproof vest. And so, I mean, I still didn't even realize that it had gone in and out of him, but apparently I just missed that. But I feel like the angle of it is all wonky and weird. But now he's claiming like that shot happened while they were already inside the plane. Because my whole thing with saying that Knight couldn't have done it was that he couldn't turn his head to the right while they were outside. But if they're in the plane, like, their orientation to each other could have changed. But if Knight tried to assassinate the president, then why would the president try to cover it up, and why would Knight be like, okay?
I heard you say Rook. Does that mean you can say my name now?
I can say your name. Your name is Rukov. And we're investigating the murder of a man named Bastian Rook. Not a man named Bastian Rukov. I did actually joke a couple of streams ago that we should probably call him Bastian Rook just to mess with you, but you weren't there, and I thought you were asleep. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Rukov. You need some sleep, young man, but make sure that you rest up. Oh, and a pin message, pinned by Vero, says, Crystal said, oh, that's right, Burger, I think. Burger. I should write these down in my text file so I can keep track of them. So we got to get 5 of them. Grimlock, Burger, AI receptionist. We need 2 more. Now, keep in mind, this will only be binding if I can actually find something, because like with the AI Somnium Files receptionist, I don't know if we can find a thing with her. Oh, and somebody else had said Fuka dance of some sort. So we just need one more. All right. Where was I when the incident occurred? The stage, of course. Held it. Oh. And how would you describe the incident exactly? Oh, you naive little man. And he spelled it with the umlaut. Do you really think your silly simple question will shake me? I was involved in a craven attempt to silence me with cold steel. Are bullets made of steel? I thought they were lead. And while I was speaking to my adoring public, no less. Well, I guess the killer wanted to use steel, wanted to use a knife. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped out in front of me. When they stepped in to protect you, were you aware of the fact that you were being targeted? Was I aware of the... No! I was aware of my audience! Nothing else. When I step up to the podium, I enter another world entirely! A place of rapture! A place beyond words!
Yeah, I think that's called stage fright.
If you have a suggestion and a GIF on a green background, put it in the art channel on Discord to help your dream come true.
That is good. It could go in art or just general chat, because if it's not like your own artwork. Because I feel like artwork channel is like for you, like your art probably. But it could go in the general chat, or like if it's for a Persona thing in the Persona chat. Anywhere. It's a small enough Discord. Things get found, but thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero. Oh, and a pin message written by Doc, pinned by Vero, said, no, the bullet's name is Cold Steel. What was the, it just always reminds me of that, the, Zoolander, that's what it was. That was like Blue Steel, right? The whole thing that he would do, right? Let me read a couple more comments in the chat. I know I didn't leave that long ago, but I already missed you guys. Oak says hi. Oh, I already read that. Crystal was doing the schedule command for Persiac. I hope I'm saying that right, Persiac. Oh, crap! Did it just scroll without me? It just scrolled without me. So some of the chat was lost to the void. I apologize. I hope there was not any clips there. If there were, you may need to post them. Some of the chat was lost to the void. I need to read a bunch. Doc says, mind chess is where I save scum the most. Oak says, Logan is a big save scum fan. Quick said, wait a second. Didn't we literally have this exact territory argument with the finale case in the first investigations game? I try not to think about that case. I am sorry, I don't know how much got lost. Queen Katie said, I just realized that just now. Vera said, yeah, same country. Vera says, R. Queen Katie said, yes, the country of Zhang Fa. Vera's laughing. Queen Katie says, add quote, bide my time. Crap, I'm running out of time. Doc says, incredibly stressful, 1 star. Vera says, adds the quote. Queen Katie said, on the bright side, Logan, you don't have to do another mind chest until case 2. Yay! Queen Katie said, because there's only 2 mind chests per case. Crystal goes, no. I assume 24 times. Doc says, I never knew this. I'm a fake fan. Quickita said, yep, I learned this while looking up mind chess on the wiki. It's been a while since I've been so far behind in the chat. It's weird because I'm not even an hour behind. It must be like the volume of comments, not the length. It's been a while since I've been so far behind that it refreshes things into the void. Crystal says, dang. Oak says, why is he Irish? Wait, who is Irish? Queen Katie said, Oak, you almost killed me of laughter. Oh, it's a Beef Longa thing. And there's another clip. Let's load this clip up into the clip viewer. Then I'll check YouTube and we will get back in the game. This clip by Vero is titled, Why is Edgeworth Mogging Me? Okay, let's try this here.
Checkmate.
22 minutes behind, so I'm catching up because the game for it. Oh, that's it.
Checkmate.
Can't wait till that shows up on someone's shout out. They're like, what? What is your channel? That was odd. Let's see. Over on YouTube, Hidden Hand says, what if the bullets went through Rook? Oh, I already read that. It said, sorry, that there's a lot of writing in these parts. It's all good. Hello?
Did you see our expression?
Wait, my expression? No, okay, I need to go back and check that out again. My expression? I need to watch my expression on this, apparently.
Checkmate.
And doing that thing? I apologize for ever allowing that to crawl across my face. None of you deserved to have been subjected to that. and I apologize wholeheartedly. Quick said, Wang truly is a yapper for real. Doc says, Wang is funny. He gets funnier, though. Huh, what?
Yeah, that's smogging.
That's smogging. That's smogging. I am not good at it. I am not good at it. Thank you for the 10 bits, Vero. Oak says, yeah, for being a game about chess, this game does not know how chess works. Also, 1 minute behind. 1 minute slow mode is evil. He's only 30 minutes behind. Vera said, keeping this one the entire stream. Doc says, shush. Let Edgeworth bluff his way through interrogating the president. Oak says, 30-second slow mode should be the maximum like this. Vera said, if you send me fan art of Soundwave, I'll make it 30 seconds. Doc says, how good does the fan art need to be? Vera said, honestly, not picky. I just miss him. Beowulf says, hello, lonely man. Beowulf, how you doing, Beowulf? So good to see you. How are you doing? How's your weekend going so far? Vera, have I showed you that my phone case is Soundwave in tape deck mode? It's breaking and falling apart. It like got a chunk ripped out of it here, so I have it held together by tape, and there's a big crack going there. I don't know if you can see it. That's gonna break off soon. I need to get a new one, but they cost like $20. And so I'm waiting for the website I buy them from to go on sale. I end up like having to buy a new one of these like every year because the problem is they don't have them quite the right size for the iPhone. And so it's like a little bit too small and so it cracks really easily.
That's awesome. What? Where did you get that from?
I got it from redbubble.com, where it's just one of the sites where like people can upload their own designs and you can get them on like phone cases, pillows, mugs, t-shirts, things like that. And so someone made this. And so ever since I got my iPhone, I've been using that as like my case. But again, they don't last very long. They're not really high quality material.
Kay Faraday is my suggestion. Also,
Ooh.
What happened to Stacked Phoenix with Penny Nichols' gif?
They're still there. They just don't always appear. They pop in every now and then. Now that we're doing this game again, I've re-added the Fat Edgeworth on a Razor scooter. For those who've been watching in the pre-show. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Okay, so that means, Vero, I believe we have 5 nominations. So Vero or Crystal. Oh wait, Vera said this stream is not sponsored by Redbubble, by the way. Part of me would love to get like sponsorships. I would love to do like stupid ad reads. I would like legit very much enjoy that. But the problem is, according to Stream Elements, the only people who want me to do ad reads are Raid Shadow Legends. So here's the 5 things. So Vero or Crystal, if one of you would be so kind to make a poll. The 5 options are Grimlock, Burger, AI Somnium Files, Receptionist. So I guess you could just put like Receptionist. A Fuka Dance, or K Faraday. Huh?
However, this stream is sponsored by Red Bull.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Red Bull gives you wings.
There we go. Red Bull gives you wings. It is not responsible by Red Bull. Red Bull. I don't even know what Red Bull would do to me. I told you guys, like, midway through high school, I stopped drinking, like, caffeinated sodas. And now on the few occasions where I've accidentally had one, my body is so not used to caffeine that it, like, gives me a headache. One of those would probably just, like, destroy me for the entire rest of the night. So thank you very much for the 10 bits. So yeah, Red Bull gives you wings, destroys me in a very unpleasant way. So thank you very much for the 10 bits, both Oak and Vero. But yeah, Vero or Crystal, if one of you'd be so kind, again, those to make a poll. Otherwise, I can make one in a little bit if you can't. Grimlock, Burger, Receptionist, Fuka Dance, or K Faraday.
Yeah, I think that's called stage fright. I bet you were like a deer in the headlights.
No! Just no. You know, I'm not gonna count. Can we give up the bit 1,000 times no? I remember every second. Each moment is indelibly etched into my memory. When Rook and Knight stepped in, I was shocked, overwhelmed, taken aback. So this has got to be the important thing. A shot rang out and a plain, unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. That's got to be, because it was the Steel Samurai that got pierced, right? Was there a red balloon in front of it? That's weird. That's obviously going to be the thing. Oh, and the poll is here. Let's see what the poll says officially. What to add to the startup screen? Grimlock, Burger, Receptionist, K Faraday, or Fuka Dance? I'm trying to decide if I should be allowed to vote in this or not. I don't know if I should be allowed to. I'm going to vote. I'm going to add a vote just for funsies. I'm going to vote for Grimlock. Just because I like that we have Transformers content now. Okay, let's keep playing. Then bang, a shot rang out, and a plain, unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Hold it! What? Who?
Frick, I wrote bugger. Also no extra votes.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I didn't notice that. Oh, that's why no one's voting for because they're like, ooh, that is not appropriate. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero. It's okay. I wouldn't have even noticed. But now I did notice. About that red balloon. Are you trying to test me, Prosecutor? No, Mr. President. I simply wish to confirm what you remember. Very well. There were two very large round balloons, one on either side of the stage. Their deep crimson hue stood stark against the sky, just as the security plan said they would. Okay, so let's take a look at our security plan for a second here. So can we see? So that's got to be where these big round circles are. So I guess the Steel Samurai balloon was maybe on the other side of it? So it got, I still think that the bullet that hit the balloon was not fired from behind the balloon, but was fired from over here, either by Knight or Rook or probably Tabby Lloyd. I think she was, I don't know. I had a theory last time, but I can't remember which one of them I thought shot the balloon. But I do still think that the bullet that hit the balloon came from this side, if that makes sense. I'm probably wrong, though. Just as the security plan said they would. The same security plan we found in the trash can, I assume. Rook and Knight leapt to my aid just before the balloon exploded.
If there is a tie, Logan will be the tiebreaker.
Oh, is it close to a tie? Ooh, Grimlock and Kay Faraday are neck and neck. Wow. I don't know, maybe I could find something where she could be like riding a dinosaur. I don't know how difficult that would be. Probably too difficult. I don't have time to animate GIFs myself anymore these days. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Rukov. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, and I guess I appreciate that you're staying up past your bedtime to see the results of democracy in action. Okay, so that didn't add anything, but that's got to be what we're going to be adding to our testimony somehow. We'll go through, maybe there'll be like hidden something in the recording transcript. We shall see. But first we got to press the remaining 3 statements. Not hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. You said they tried, huh?
If I am permitted to, I would like to switch my one Fuka dance vote to a Grimlock vote. Bo.
Wow, Bo. That was Donatello's weapon. I mean, I think that's allowed, so that would put Grimlock in the lead. Unless we aren't allowed to count my vote, because Rukov says if I'm the tiebreaker, do I not get a vote anymore? I'm not sure how democracy works. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Okay, so we'll just keep that in mind when we look at it. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Cast your votes. No extra votes allowed, apparently. We're doing this through real democracy. Let me have a sip of water. We'll play some more. You said they tried to escort you back onto the plane? Yes, that is exactly what I said. They threw open their attaché cases. That must be the moment Kay captured on camera. And immediately moved to help me back onto the aircraft. So that means, yeah, that was after the first gunshot. That's the one that hit the balloon then. And then, the second shot. Hold it! Hold it! Do you know where that second bullet went? This is how you treat a foreign dignitary? Or do you really think such needling questions necessary? Okay, so it looks like the poll is done. The tie between Grimlock and Kay Faraday. But Oak put one over, but if I'm a tiebreaker, you take it out, but then they tie, and so my tiebreaker goes back in. So it's gonna be a Grimlock. Let me really quickly just check and see if I Google Grimlock animated GIF. If there would be any fun animated GIFs of Grimlock, huh?
Logan, you get to choose which version of Grimlock.
I get to choose which version? Ooh. I will think on this long and hard. Oh crap, actually I clicked the wrong button there. Crap. Please don't let that have done anything to the chat. Please don't have refreshed the chat on me. Please don't have refreshed the... Oh crap, that refreshed the chat. I accidentally shrunk down. This is not good. This is twice we've lost messages into the void. I am so sorry. I am not good at streaming. I should check over YouTube as well. Hidden Hand says, it's not perfect. Nothing ever is. And we have a new person over there. What's it? Aspic Nugget. May I call you Nugget for short? Said, do you watch Family Guy? I mean, I used to watch Family Guy a fair amount. Then I had one fateful time when it was after a play that I was in. A bunch of people in the cast wanted to get some frozen yogurt after a show. And so we all went to a Froyo place, and there were two people there whose entire sense of humor was built around Family Guy. And we're all hanging out, and there's like 2 straight hours of just Family Guy quotes. And I kind of OD'd on Family Guy. But I do love American Dad. And there is one Family Guy bit that I've mentioned before that will always be funny to me no matter what. And that is the bit where they're like, we now return to Don Knotts in Too Many Ostriches. And it's just Don Knotts surrounded by ostriches going, these are too many ostriches. Oh, the brochure said there'd only be a few ostriches. This is a terrible vacation. It just cracks me up. Cracks me up so much. But I adore American Dad. I absolutely love American Dad. Let me read some more in Twitch since I accidentally refreshed the chat. I still feel so bad. Beowulf says, you were missed last night. I assume that was to Vero. Vero says, I live. Vero says, I have been bribed. Crystal says, unrelated to anything happening right now, I'm planning to watch Transformers movies first before reading the issues Logan suggested. Like the live action movies? Why don't you watch Transformers 1? That one that just came out. It's good. The Bumblebee movie is good. The live-action Michael Bay ones, though, are not. Don't. I love the animated Transformers movie, but I do suggest for people to watch, like, maybe seasons 1 and 2 of the cartoon show. I mean, you don't have to. Actually, yeah, you really don't have to. I just do love that movie. But yeah, maybe avoid the Michael Bay ones. Maybe watch Transformers 1, Crystal. Doc says, oh, hey, we're free. Beowulf says I should get myself food, but I don't know what to eat. Crystal says, yippee. Quickita says, today I learned Wang had a flexing sprite. I must have skimmed through fast enough. The animation never happened for me. Aren't you glad you got to see that flexing? That gun show? I could let you see my gun show, but that would be too much masculinity for this channel. All of you, your heads would explode from the secondhand testosterone overload of seeing my gun show, so I won't do that. Oak says, Vero is very easy to bribe. We love them though, Vero hard. Crystal says, more than meets the eye. Vero said, yay, the evil forces of the Decepticons. There's a timestamp, 1 hour, so it looks like every time it refreshes, it just takes me back 22 minutes. Oak says, ignore, I'm early, I need to clip. Crystal says, Vero was bribed, but I did not. Beowulf says, in other news, I made cookies earlier. They're very sweet. I need to see if I can get my mom to help make some cookies to us together, some of her applesauce chocolate chip cookies, best cookies.
I second this.
Huh?
TF1, Bumblebee movie, and A Rise of the Beasts.
And if you like, I know you like Rise of the Beasts. I am not a Rise of the Beasts enjoyer. I do think it was kind of by default better than the Michael Bay movies because it was like inoffensive to my sensibilities, but I just found it very flat. I felt I didn't get attached to any of the characters, and I'm someone who went in predisposed to like Transformers. I felt like every emotional beat just failed, just kind of fell flat, and I despised the design for Real Jack. He had like a perfect design in the Bumblebee movie, and then they just ruined it. But that's just me. I hate to be negative, but there are people who like it. There are people who love it. I'm just not one of them. Rukov says, okay, back to bed. Good night, Rukov. Thank you for helping out with democracy. Sleep well. Good night. Let me read a couple more comments, and I'll read some YouTube as well, and then we'll get back to the game. But I need to get caught up to chat. Queen Gator says to Beowulf, ooh, what kind? Vera said, Crystal did that, y'all. Vera said, I didn't slow mode. Beowulf says, Dunkaroos. I don't know what Dunkaroos are. Over on YouTube, Nugget is saying, do you watch The Cleveland Show? I saw a few episodes of The Cleveland Show. It felt, well,
Nothing worse than French hot rod.
Oh my gosh, I hate French hot rod. From, was it Age of Extinction or Last Night that he was, I don't even remember which one. Those two blur together in my head. Because they're like practically indistinguishable from each other. I'm pretty sure it's Last Night, right? I hate French hot rod. I am hot rod. It's like they got the name Hot Rod, and they're like, crap, I don't even want to look up who this character is. We're just going to slap that name on somebody. Wouldn't it sound funny trying to say it with a French accent? There's a character. I hate those movies. But yeah, Nugget was asking if I've seen The Cleveland Show. I have. I haven't watched a whole lot of it. I did feel like it was basically... one of the things I like about American Dad is it does seem to have its own identity. It doesn't follow the same formula as Family Guy with like all the cutaways. Cleveland Show just felt like Family Guy light. It was just like doing the same stuff, but with Cleveland, you know? It had like the same type of cutaways and formulas, but I mean, it was fine. I didn't hate it, but I never really got into it. Hidden Hand says, I sent a YouTube clip for, but for some reason, YouTube didn't allow it. Oh, maybe I need to check the settings. Maybe I don't allow links in the chat. I'm not sure. No, because I've done link trees. I'm not sure. Hidden Hand said, let me just try sending the link. Nope. Hidden Hand says, I'll send to the Discord because YouTube doesn't want me to post the clip or anything. Nugget says, laughing, I just took a random character from a show called Battle for Chicken Nugget and made it my channel. You know what? That's as good a way as any to come up with a name. I dig it. All right, let's play some game. Because I think lurkers on Twitch have been jumping ship because I haven't been playing. And then I'll be back in the chat. I do see there's another clip that somebody posted in the chat. We'll check that out in a minute.
Well, what's he so upset about?
Must you insist on going over the same details again and again? Even my patience has its limits. You know full well where it went. Flexing. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing.
Hold it. If I may ask, what was the victim like in that moment?
He was a man amongst men! A real hero! The mere impact of the bullet took my breath away, and yet he had the strength to grab me.
See, that makes it sound like the gun that we saw in the trash, which fired 2 bullets, hit one for the balloon, and then hit one just directly into him, into his bulletproof vest. And that Rook was probably shot later on board the plane by somebody else. Because, like, I mean, Rook, I'm sure is manly, but to be, like, shot clean through like that and just, like, keep going, that's kind of tough. Plus, like, the angle. It looked like it went to the armpit. It would have to be, like, at a downward angle if it then went, because, like, where it was lodged in the, if we show you here, the bulletproof vest, I think we still have it in the, yeah, like, look, it's down here at the bottom, whereas the bullet went into him up here. And so that would have had to go, like, a downward angle, right? I mean, unless maybe he's, like, bending down, but that's still weird. You got to admit, that's a little bit weird. Maybe it won't matter, but they went out of their way to specify it was his armpit, right?
And yet he had the strength to grab me and rush me back inside the presidential plane.
So, you and the victim entered the plane together, is that correct?
Yes! He offered his noble protection, and I gladly accepted it. All was as it should be.
That sounds nice and all, but doesn't that just mean he's always the first to make his escape?
He's the president, detective. It's basically in his job description to do so.
Nothing he's saying seems too off base. The guy's the victim here. Wouldn't make much sense for him to lie to us, you know. I guess we gotta assume he's telling I really hope Mr. Edgeworth doesn't interrupt me.
No. One of the things he said is clearly wrong. Think back to the scene of the crime.
Did we miss something? All right, let me see that evidence again.
I might as well take another look myself. So it's probably going to be the bit about the balloon, right? Unblemished, the plain unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. And we're gonna say, no, it wasn't plain and unblemished, it was a steel samurai. Let's go ahead and say before we present this in case I am being dumb. But that's probably what it is, right? Let me try present it. After I present it, we can get back in the chat. So let's try it. Present! Steel samurai balloons. I mean, he has red pants, but started out floating to the right of the lakeside stage, but has since been popped. Hey, we got it. You say it was a plain red balloon that burst. Plus, who would even say that? If you're talking, it's like, you'd say, yeah, and then the balloon burst. You'd maybe say the red balloon burst. The plain, unblemished red balloon? What a weird way to describe it. But I strongly beg to differ.
What?
Take a look at this. I think you'll agree it's hardly plain, wouldn't you? In fact, I would describe it as cool, as boss, as awesome, as totally appropriate for a grown man to be a fan of. The Steel Samurai. Let me check some more in the chat now that we got through that. Oak posted another clip. Let me load this one up in the clip viewer here. This clip is titled More Than Meets the Eye, and it's from a half hour ago. I keep getting further and further behind. Let's check out this clip.
I knew there was more to this case than meets the eye. Cover up, robots in disguise. Edgeworth wages his battle to destroy the evil forces of that man.
Let's talk about Phoenix Wright, not Wang.
Edgeworth was filmed before night.
It just cuts off there. Thank you so much for the clip. I gotta ask something, by the way. Speaking of Wang, oh, hang on, I gotta take this down. Every time we mention his name, I gotta find out if anybody else thinks about this. Because I'm guessing probably not. But every time we say the name Wang, the first thing that pops into my head, do you guys remember Wang Fire? Sokka's Fire Nation persona from Avatar: The Last Airbender? You remember Wang Fire? Like he weared like the fake beard and everything? Every time I say Wang, I want to say Wang Fire. And we're going to read some more in the chat now. Crystal says, indeed, I need bribe. Vera said, do you still have some? Crystal said, give me all of your cat and dog pick taxes. Crystal says, laughing. Logan, what? Doc says, M.A. says, Ma, I'm on TV. Crystal says, cat and dog taxes. Doc says, burger. Vera said, Crystal said, burger, I think. Crystal says, laughing. Vera says, yes, secretary lady. Crystal says, speaking of boobies. That's what you said, right? You said, speaking of boobies. Oak says, I said Fuka or Elizabeth Dance. Crystal says, yeah. Nominations are Fuka, Elizabeth Dance, Borg, or Big Bonkers Lady. So far. Oh, maybe we should have seen if we could have gotten the little Badonkers battle sprite from the end of Bad End Theater. That was cool looking. I don't know if there's a version of it with like a transparent background or not, though, or how to find it. Crystal says, so far. Oak said, also, Crystal, I said a bribe in Pet Pics chat. Crystal says, let me see it before I remove slow mode. Vera says, add quote, Logan reading chat. Speaking of boobies covering his face exasperatedly. What is this segue? Crystal says, good enough. Oak smiling and then says, what do you mean good enough? That was 9 high quality silly cat photos. I'd say that was great enough. Crystal says, nothing can beat my cat pic, sorry. Oak says, I don't have your cats in my camera roll, sadly. Doc says, no, the bullet's name is Cold Steel. Vera said, I can't tell if this is a joke. I played this years ago. Doc says, it is a silly joke. Vera says, laughing, you never know. Crystal says, exactly, the only good enough cause, because me cat's the best. Doc says, you never know with this series and names. You kind of look like Zoolander. In a good way or a bad way? Over on YouTube, Hidden Hand is saying, boom, it's in the Discord now. Check it when you like. I don't know how it's going to work. I will check it out afterward when I get a chance. As I said, I can't pull up Discord on my desktop right now. I can pull up on my phone for occasional photos, but probably can't do videos on there. But I will check it out a little bit later. But thank you very much, Hidden Hand. Vera says, I see it. Queen Katie says, no, not the void. Crystal says, nar. Vera says, welp, sorry, Oak. I am sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. Let's play some more of the game, and hopefully I can stay caught up. We're over halfway through the stream already. I don't know how that is possible. Take a look at this. I think you'd agree that it's hardly plain, wouldn't you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my goodness. Looking at samurais, steel or otherwise, make me vomit. What? Who is that?
Mr. President, meet the steel samurai. I would have hoped you might recognize him. Especially if you were hoping to ingratiate yourself with the people of this country. Okay, so what's going to be our reason for why he thought it was a plain red balloon? Again, it's so stupid that he would have said that, but are we going to say that maybe he's blind? Or just has really bad vision problems? Yeah, you need to watch the Jabba Ninja too. He's amazing. Although the actor who plays the bad things happened. So you see, the balloon that was struck by the bullet was anything but plain. It was, in fact, of the Steel Samurai! Look how much his like front deltoid on his shoulder bulges out. How is that humanly possible? But the briefing mentioned 2 plain red balloons. See, he was going on the information he gave him. That they gave him. So, maybe he has memory loss? Maybe he has vision problems? Maybe he has a twin? Maybe he's the unknown third triplet of Bonnie and Betty DeFame? But he's the triplet that just went to the gym a lot? And there they are, right on the security plan.
They do look pretty plain, don't they? Just simple round balloons.
Knight! What is the meaning of this? Explain yourself. Yes, Mr. President. It seems the Steel Samurai balloon was borrowed at the last minute, sir. Borrowed? That's what we were told. Guess they only reported the incident to us bodyguards, though. Seems there was a little trouble here on site last night. One of the original balloons burst somehow.
So they swapped it in as an emergency replacement.
Okay, so is that part of Shelly DeKilla's plan to get close, maybe? Why? What would that accomplish for the killer? Maybe somehow helping camouflage the killer? The killer was on the balloon or in the balloon or something? Yeah, one of the stall holders happened to have it. From what I hear, he was more than willing to lend it out. Yeah, so it was probably Shelly DeKiller who lent it out then. A very happy-go-lucky kind of guy, they said. A happy-go-lucky stall holder with a Steel Samurai balloon to spare. Oh crap, it's Larry! Just tell me he doesn't, like, show up in this case. They filled just the bottom part of it with... Oh, whoa, that's why it looked red. They filled just the bottom part up with air to make it look like the other ornamental balloon. So while it was a Steel Samurai balloon, it was made to look like a plain red one above water. So why was this important? We just got to the same point that it was a red balloon. Is that the long and the short of it? Knight, why was I not informed of this? Sorry, sir. We didn't think it was a pressing issue. And indeed, you saw it and knew no different, correct? Yes, I suppose so. Could he really have mistaken the Steel Samurai's pants, for a plain red balloon? I mean, it sounds reasonable. Let me read some more in the chat. Let's see. Vera says, sorry, Oak. Crystal says, wait, why? Vera said, we were in a corrupt country. Also because we lost messages. Queen Katie said, okay, none of my clips were lost to the void. Oak says, this is the first time I've seen a void in like 7 months. And we had 2 in the same stream. Although one of them was my fault. On accident. I apologize for that. Oak says, how did we even lose chats? We haven't been that yappy, and he's only 22 minutes behind. I don't know the mysteries of how Twitch works. Crystal says, oh, let me shout out Logan Robo. Checkmate. What? Crystal says, laughing, Logan. Yeah. Oh, no, that's right, because it was, how does, checkmate. That's what's going to happen, Crystal. You joke, but that's what's going to happen. Doc says, Logan the Mogger. Quiggy says, oh, I think I know what got lost the void. The quote I added of Logan about Wang. Crystal says, oh, quote 388. I'm sorry, chat. Oh, this is the quote. I'm sorry, chat, that you were sorry. I'm sorry, chat, that you were to this very... Okay, I feel like a word is missing. That you were to this very disgusting sight of a sweaty Wang, but we will get past it together. Wow. I can't even imagine what I must look like to new people. Crystal says, I successfully edit a quote for the first time. Congratulations, Crystal! Oh, because how does losing chat to the void even work? What it is that, like, chat basically refreshes, and I scroll, and, like, so it's like it jumps. You know, like when your Twitter feed refreshes, and you're suddenly looking at something else? And so when that happens, I'll scroll like way back up. It's like trying to get back to where I was. And I scroll the very tip top and it won't let me scroll up anymore. And it's like I haven't reached the old messages I was at. So it's like when you look and it's like, I can't even see where Logan is. He's so far behind in the chat. It's like that. Crystal says, oh, you're behind chat? Let me help you and lose those chunks of chats for you. Vera said, the stream is not sponsored by Redbubble, by the way. Quickit said, to be honest, if Logan did Yangtze River, I would have had a wonderful suggestion for one gift, but alas, he did not, so I'll just keep it to myself. Huh?
Who needs new people? Bah. You talk like a content creator trying to grow.
I mean, it'd be nice to grow. It'd be nice. My YouTube has been doing pretty good growth ever since I started posting shorts and things like that. I mean, TikTok grew pretty well for a while. Let me check over in YouTube for a second here. Speaking of, let's see. Hidden Hand says part 9 is being summoned. Another Mind Chess hero. How did I lose, Edgeworth? You're just bad, bro. It's like that meme. Have you guys seen the meme where it's like audio? I think from an old episode of, I want to say either Goosebumps or Are You Afraid of the Dark? Where it's like, wow, how did you win that race? You were so fast. And it's like, oh, it's nothing. I'm just faster than you. That's all. It's like so weird. Whatever. Anyways, who are you? The name's Edgeworth. I also think someone is watching us. What do you mean? I feel like someone's watching us in the sky. You sound insane. All right, back into this. Could you really have mistaken the Steel Samurai's pants for a plain red balloon? Oh, and Weedle just popped over into YouTube saying meow. Hello there, puppy kicker. Hi, Weedle. Hi, Weedle. Hopping over to YouTube for a little bit there. But you know, Hidden Hand, I should mention, if you're wanting to make this like a full-on fanfic, we do have a writing channel over on Discord. That might be like even a better way to like post it, because then like other people, it's not like a super busy channel, but that way like if other people want to see it, they can have like the whole thing all together right there. So I might recommend that if you want, if this is gonna be, because this is like 9 parts already, if this is gonna keep going on for a while, perhaps like pop it over onto the Discord, into the writing channel. Still, Mr. President, I struggle to see how you wouldn't have noticed something different about the balloon. Of course! What's that outburst for? Now, I remember. Well, crap, we've said anytime someone says, now I remember, that's the killer, right?
Logan, I feel like responding to the name Puppy Kicker isn't helping your case.
I don't want to respond to it.
Bo.
Ah, oh, just Bo. But, I mean, I've tried to deflect it, but I feel like that just leads to further arguments. I feel like sometimes you just got to ignore the insult and just go with the flow, maybe. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate it. Now I remember. I could barely see the balloon. You couldn't see it? That's right. The wind was blowing too hard. The flags to the side of the stage were flapping incessantly and blocking my view. Is that so? I mean, there was a bullet hole in one of them, so that makes sense. Yes, those 2 flags. They were being blown back towards me. But that's gonna change the bullet trajectory! Because now we're gonna see that it wouldn't have come from the audience to go through the flag. It would have been someone on stage. Right? Because do we still have a picture of that bullet trajectory thing? We got this, can we take a look? There we go. So there's the flag. So if it was blowing the other way, yeah, it would have been an angle, so it would have been someone on stage. I want to take a look at these pictures from K Faraday again. So we see Knight. And his hand is behind the thing. He's probably holding a gun. He probably, if only they had like a little detail of just a hint of smoldering smoke. He's probably holding the gun. He probably shot the balloon to give a pretense for them to rush him onto the plane so that he could murder him, so he could basically execute him behind closed doors so nobody would be able to see it. But why would he kill Bastion Rook? Maybe he was trying to kill the president but shot Bastion Rook, but why would the president not notice that? He still is acting buddy-buddy with Knight. How any of this, how? Especially since, like, the president seems like he's so paranoid about being killed. I mean, maybe he was, like, cowering and closing his eyes and weeping or something. But it's totally that he had the gun, he shot it as a distraction. So everybody go, oh, a gun just fired. But we did find a gun in that trash can that had 2 bullets shot. And Kay Faraday did have a laser sight, so she probably... Here's what it is. Kay Faraday did not have... Oh, my camera just went out. My camera went out. Let me have a sip of water then. I'll read some chat, but I've got a theory. I think I figured something out. Also, I gotta see, is there anything else I can close in the background? Because everything is struggling. Everything is dying. Let's close this. Let's close this. And let's see if my camera comes... Oh! Chat. Chat, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Hi. Okay, so here's what I was saying. He fires the gun, and that causes a distraction. Okay, so no, not Kay Faraday. Sorry. Tabby Lloyd. Tabby Lloyd was the one in the audience. She never had a gun. She had just a laser pointer. And for some reason was like told, maybe bribed, maybe paid off to shine the laser pointer at his head around that time. So she wasn't ever an assassin, but she did like unwittingly do this. So here's what happened. Before the event, they took Bastion Rook's gun, fired 2 shots, threw it in the trash can. And so it's planted there beforehand. Knight fires 1 shot into the balloon, causes a panic. They rush him in, and then he finishes him off with the 2nd shot. We still don't know why it went through Bastion Rook, because Bastion Rook's gun is gone, but went through him into the president. And then later we find the gun, which is Bastion's gun, because it's the same type that is like given to these bodyguards. 2 shots have been fired from it, and we just assume, oh, it must be those 2 shots. But it was planted to create the impression that the shooter was in the audience instead of on the plane. Right? I mean, that makes sense, yeah? I feel like I gotta be getting close. I think that makes sense. I feel good about it. There would have been a strong wind blowing right around the time of the incident. Strong enough to blow the flags in just such a fashion. Oh, okay. There we go. But does that conflict in any way with our understanding of the case? Let's say before we do this, I'm going to say yes because of how we were assuming with the trajectory and with the bullet hole in the flag. So let's go ahead and save here. See, Queen Katie says, or rather, Crystal says, Grimlock, Burger, Bonkers Lady, Fuka Dance, K Faraday. Noted. Beowulf says, Wilhelm should be added to the startup screen. Oh, are we talking about protag from, I thought the protag in Metaphor was William, not Wilhelm. Vera says, laughing, the scream. Oak says, Loki, I want to switch my vote to Grimlock. Crystal says, laughing. Magpie says, yeah, if it had been spelled right, it might have been voted for Burger instead of K, lol. Vera said, I'm sorry, Burger lovers. Doc said, Rip Burger. Oak said, it's okay, Vera, we love you. Also considering one of the Fuka Dance votes was for being a Grimlock vote, huh?
Logan, read YouTube chat for no reason.
Okay, read YouTube chat for no reason. So Weedlet said, meow, hello there, puppy kicker. Oh crap, my camera's dying again. Can you guys still hear me when my camera goes out? I feel like you usually say yes. I don't know why. My computer must be doing something in the background that I told it not to do. But I hope YouTube is like still connected. It looks like it's frozen on my side. Okay, so Weedle was saying, meow, meow. Hello there, puppy kicker. Let's see, Hidden Hand said, it's just a story, not a fanfic. What is that? Well, fanfic is a story. It's short for fan fiction. And so what you're doing is you're writing a fanfic. And so I think that would go really well in the Discord writing channel. Jeno said, puppy kicker, what an opening. Okay, Jenos, you've been here for a while in our community. So you know, Weedle has this long run, and I've like said a number of times, maybe this is an inside joke we shouldn't be perpetuating so much because it might scare away new people. There have been two video games where I've accidentally, unintentionally had a player kick a dog. One was in Yakuza 0. There's a dog, and when I've tried to pet it and kicked it. And the other was in Detroit Become Human. Some guard dogs were chasing us. I was Marcus, and it's like, do you want to save your friend? I'm like, yeah, save the friend. And Marcus runs over and kicks the dog. And ever since then, Weedle has called me a puppy kicker. I do not endorse kicking puppies. Genos. Hidden Hand says, Edgeworth, I feel like someone named Tragedy is watching, but I think it's just me. Whatever. Wait, did you just say Tragedy? Yeah, what about it? Weedle says, he's a puppy kicker. I know the lore. No. no. Hidden Hand says, Overlord, a player named Logan saved us from a guy named Tragedy a long time ago. Edgeworth, that's strange. Jenno says, that's news to me, lol. Weedle said, wait, he will explain when he reads YouTube in like 2 to 7 business days. Hidden Hand says, yeah. Jenno says, yes. Weedle says, yeah. Beowulf says, Metaphor Protag has multiple canon names. My favorite, though, is the German one. Wilhelm. Can we say it with a V at the beginning if it's the German name? Wilhelm! Hidden Hand says, oh, I didn't know that. Weedle says, hello, Beowulf. Beowulf says, hello. And Jenna says, oh, you did a Yakuza... Why does my camera keep going out? What is happening on my computer? I hope I don't have to, like, end the stream early tonight or something because of, like... Because I have, like, the bare minimum amount of stuff open right now. I mean, let me try closing out... If I close Steam, at least the launcher will go to the system tray. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But Genos, we didn't do a full playthrough, huh?
The YouTube chat that kills your camera.
But I have to keep that open, though. Otherwise, how will I see YouTube chat? I don't want YouTube chat to be left out. But thank you, Vera, for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. I do know that it has been slightly more system resource intensive on my computer to multi-stream, but we'll see. But thank you for the 10 bits. But yes, Genos, we did not do a full playthrough of Yakuza 0. We got maybe a good quarter to a third of the way into it.
Don't worry, Sir Long. We love you even if we can't see your beautiful freakish blue eyes.
These ones, the ones that frighten Vero. These freakish eyes. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, and I love all of you guys as well, even when I can't see you and you can't see me. But yeah, we played Yakuza 0 for a while. We didn't really get much, like, a whole lot of people watching it, though. And plus, like, there were issues with the controller because the port to Steam was really bad. And so after a while, I was like, this is fun, but I think we'll kind of step away. And I kind of never went back to it. I did enjoy the game. The side quests, I think, were the most fun part of it. And I do have a bunch of Yakuza 0 clips on TikTok and on YouTube. I've been meaning to make a compilation video. It would only go through, like, I can't remember how many chapters we got into it. We got to the point where, spoilers. So Kiryu and his buddy, I can't remember his name, but he was like, you know, his blood brother, best friend. They kind of went their separate ways. They drove off and, like, he was gonna shoot Kiryu or something and then shoot himself, and there's like the only way out of it. And then Kiryu's like, no, but from now on, we're not brothers anymore. You're not responsible for what I do. And then he got in the car and drove off and he was like, Kiryu! And then I think he went and learned real estate. Kiryu did. And it was really weird. Real estate for like host clubs or something like that. Weedle says, hello, Beowulf, you're cool, by the way. I want Fun Dip to be honest. You, Jenna said, feel bad for those puppies, though. Hidden Hand says, webcam hates you. Beowulf says, I'll give you some. Weedle says to Genos, he did, but stopped playing for it because he did not have Xbox remote, or I think it was because the controls were weird. Well, because they did not map, like they didn't work. I had to remap all the controls in order, but it was just, it's the Steam port it's awful. Weedle says, though, and Genos says, I see, that makes sense. But anyway, there. So was that the important thing I was supposed to check YouTube chat for? Let's play a little bit of the game, because I believe I saved. Let me do it again, just to be sure, because it's been a little while, and I might have intended to, but not actually done it, because I dumb like that sometimes. So we go, save, and we want to say that it does contradict with the case. Conflicts, yes, it conflicts. Thank you, Mr. President. Your testimony has revealed yet another contradiction. It has... Yes, a contradiction that could turn this entire case on its head. Yeah, because in order for the bullet, it would have had to go through here. But if the flag was going this way, it would have had to go through here. When I arrived on the scene, the wind had died down and the flags were resting calmly for the most part. But if the wind had previously been blowing the flags as the president describes, a certain piece of evidence suddenly takes on a very different meaning. So I was wrong about the gunshot firing from behind the balloon, but I feel like I've got a pretty good theory about Knight firing that gun. Which piece of evidence contradicts the stated conditions of the stage at the time of the incident? And it's going to be this, the bullet trajectory. So present. Take that! Earlier, we deduced that the bullet that struck the steel samurai... He should have said, earlier we deduced... What is up with my camera? Like, I have nothing else to close in the background. I am very sad. I'm like checking, and yeah, there's like... I could close the clip player, but then we won't be able to play any clips for the rest of the night. That would make me sad. I'll just read some more chat. Wow. What?
BTW, just to let you know, it was Chapter 6 finale of Yakuza 0 out of 16.
Okay, so that was almost halfway through then, because 8 chapters would have been halfway, assuming all the chapters are approximately the same length. So we'll say a third of the way through. Over a third of the way, because a third would have been 6 out of 18. So thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. And yeah, I am sorry. I am going to close the clip viewer. Sadly, that means we won't be able to play any more clips on stream tonight. If you do post any more of them, feel free to post them in the Discord. I will check them later. But I need to have this as like bare bones as possible, as little amount of system resources going. I assume my computer's probably like running another virus check in the background against my wishes or something like that. Earlier, we deduce that the bullet struck the steel samurai balloon and the bullets that passed through the flag were one and the same. From these two things, we further deduce the trajectory that the bullet must have taken. Pew! And we concluded that our shooter must have fired from the left side of the spectator area. But if the flags were blowing as the president describes, our conclusion becomes quite different. No way! If the flags were pointed in the other direction! Exactly! Our trajectory changes completely. And if we trace that trajectory back to its source, we can ascertain who really fired that shot. Wait, but Mr. Edgeworth, that would mean... Yes, I know. We may not yet understand the reason why, but it can only have been one person who did it. Who does the bullet's new trajectory implicate as the one that fired the shot? This guy, Bronco Knight. Second in command of the president's security detail. An injury means that he is unable to turn his head to his right. But he can still move like 2 spaces forward and then 1 to the right. Present! Take that! I'm not even saving before that because I know it. The person who fired that shot was none other than you, Mr. Knight! What? The path from the balloon back through the flag leads directly to the spot where you were standing. Bullet trajectory data updated in my organizer. Extrapolations from bullet trajectory suggest that Knight fired the shots that popped the balloon. Shots, plural, just the one. Hey, but the guy's one of the president's bodyguards. Why the heck would he go around shooting balloons? This is absurd. What exactly are you trying to imply? I'm going to imply that I need to read some more in the chat. Let's see. Vera says, would that be the tiebreaker? Beowulf says, I made a pasta side and realized how easy Alfredo is to make. Quiggity says, add quote, I'm not sure how democracy works. Vera says, it is easy, and then adds the quote. And then bracket says, it's never that serious, Logan. It's just a poll. Beowulf says, it is butter and milk. Is that all Alfredo sauce is? Like, for real? Oak says, I should animate Grimlock falling because that seems to be a theme for Logan. If you could do that with a green screen background. Oak said, Queen Katie said, no, more Void. Vera said, Logan. Doc says, the Void. Queen Katie says, add quote, I'm not good at streaming after losing chat to the Void, ... twice. Oak says, I don't know what we lost, so I don't know if there are any clips I should repost. Vera says, add quote, I am not good at streaming after losing chat to the Void twice. Queen Katie says, I'm randomly reminded of a very dark but funny skit that actually aired on Disney XD. There's a helicopter reporter who's not paying attention, but very excited. She says that there's a new record for tallest giraffe, and she transitions, oh no, to the reporter at the zoo, and the other reporter is sad and says, so bad news? And only one guesses to what happened. That's actually funny. That is funny. Rukov says, okay, back to bed. Good night again, Rukov. Oak says, good night, Rukov. Here said, honestly, I get it, laughing. I watched it without knowing who the Maximals are. Also true, they keep fumbling with Wheeljack. It's sad. Bill says, okay, genuine question. Does anyone here play Etrian Odyssey? I keep seeing it pop up on recommended stuff on Steam, but I've never played it. But I know you've mentioned it before. Quiggity says, in another life, but that would have been me because I love the PQ games, but alas, I am broke, so no. Oak says, Vero, can you send a good reference picture of Grimlock? Vera said, the thing is, Logan gets to choose which version of him, so I'd ask Logan instead. I mean, I guess just G1 Grimlock is probably going to be the easiest to draw, but he should be in his T-Rex mode if he's falling. Let's see, Bale said, the first 3 are on Steam and Switch, so if you ever have some extra money, then I don't know. I haven't played them either. Oh, wait, you haven't? Huh. Oak says, I see. Queen Katie says, Keyboard Slam, I found that exact skit. It is so bad, but so funny. Posting on the Discord real quick. I will check that out afterward. Bale says, I'll start them after I finish TTYD. Oh, 1,000 Year Door, I still gotta play that, which I start after I finish Investigations 2. Queen Katie said, it's on Steam, wishlisting ASAP. Bale said, yep, 1, 2, and 3 are on Steam and Switch. They also got a remake on 3DS, where 4 and 5 also are. Veer said, should I wishlist it? I haven't heard of it, to be honest. Let me check over on YouTube for a second. Wow, there's actually like a fair amount of YouTube chatting going on. Crap, I gotta scroll up a little bit here because of all the chatting. Hidden Hand said, maybe if I space out some letters in the YouTube clip, maybe it won't be an idiot. Weedle says, yes, because I'm a brat, that is why. Weedle says, boo, ah! Bill says to Genos, if you think Puppy Kicker is quite the opening line, mine is literally calling him Lonely Man. I do feel like, given the option, I'd rather be called a lonely man than a puppy kicker, because I feel like there are some negative moral implications to being a puppy kicker. Lonely, you could say, you're a victim of circumstance. Puppy kicker, though? Whittle says, and I am writing a D&D Pokemon 5e thing, so my roommates have fun. Hidden Hand says, part 10, summon. Vale says, I need to figure out a way to get down there so we can hang out with Weedle, or you can figure out a way up here. I don't care. Weedle said, you need to one of these days, man. Genos says, the lonely man must have quite a story behind it then as well. Not a whole lot, Genos. I'm single. No, actually what it was, okay, so Genos, the first year I started streaming, and it was before we had this community or anything. It was during the pandemic. A buddy of mine, Z Diggity, was organizing a bunch of people to do an Extra Life marathon stream fundraiser. And so I did a stream playing for 12 hours straight at the same time that everybody else was doing it, okay? So Z Diggity was doing it. I think Rukov was probably doing it as well. Chief Asian was doing it. So a whole bunch of us were streaming at the same time. And there was one stretch of it where there was like nobody in my chat at all. And I was playing. And so rather than talk to chat, I went over onto the Discord that Z Diggity has, and I popped in the voice channel, and I was like talking to him while he was streaming and I was streaming my game on separate channels. And I made some joke about how I was like, yeah, I got nobody in my channel right now, so I'm all alone over here streaming. And Z Diggity and Rukov, I think Rukov was the one that coined it, I could be wrong, called me Lonely Streamer Logan. And so for a while they were just always joking, oh, it's Lonely Streamer Logan. And then Rukov kept calling me lonely, and eventually Beowulf picked up on it, so that is the whole story. Bill says, we can go see the Minecraft movie together and make fun of it. Jenno says, seems less bad for the PR than the kicker of puppies, though. Weedle says, oh gosh, I hope the movie is in any way good. And then to Genos, I call him Puppy Kicker. He is so used to it. Bale said, don't worry, I got Megaplex skip card, so it's completely free to us. I'm going to have to pause the YouTube chat there because it's getting behind. And play some more of the game here.
This is absurd. What exactly are you trying to imply? That Mr. Knight, a man who has saved my life countless times, is my would-be assassin. Seriously, Edgeworth, we put up with a lot from you, but this... We're President Wang's bodyguards. We're the pieces put on the board to protect the king. I'll handle this, Knight. Sorry, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, the wind was indeed blowing quite fiercely around the time of my speech. But the wind can pick up and die away in an instant, can it not?
Okay, that is fair. I mean, how many times have you been like on a camp out and you're sitting around the campfire and the direction the smoke is blowing keeps changing? Like you're like, okay, smoke's blowing that way, so I'll sit on this side, and then it changes that way. Like I move over here, then it blows that way, and it's awful. Get a face full of campfire smoke.
Therefore, I need proof that it was blowing hard enough to lift the flags during that crucial moment.
The first shot was fired right around the time the president raised his fist. Hang on, okay, let's save. So that might be Kay's other photograph, because she has a photo of the president raising his fist. But again, that might not be enough proof. What if he raised his fist a bunch of times? But let's take a look at that photo again and see if maybe that's it. So look at Kay's photos. And we can't see the flags. So it could be anything. Let's see over here. Okay, crap. That does not help. So this does not... Can we see anything else that would indicate wind? I mean, his coat is going like that. And his hair is back, but his hair is always back. Okay, so it's not that. Maybe it's on the recording. Let's check the recording. that Tabby Lloyd made and read through this again. Honored friends and allies here to deliver a message. President passionately addresses the assembled crowd as if trying to shake off the reports of his decline in popularity by sheer force of will. Meeting is scheduled for just after the speech, correct? Yes, the president wants to thank us personally. He seems pretty pleased to be able to put the whole Yadagrasu situation behind him. President thrusts his fist in the air as the excitement reaches fever pitch. We shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice. Bang, bang. Okay, so that's... crap. Okay, so that... let's review everything. Steel Samurai Balloon, we already looked at that. President Zhang Fa, we read that. Trajectory. Is there anything in this photo? I mean, Kay's ponytail should be blowing if there was strong wind. But we don't even have that. So it's not that, I guess. Security detail. Less cover for Lakeside, eyes on this area. Rook reposition, light a Knight's injury. Knight to immediately escort the president, plain case of emergency, stay frosty. We know who might be in the audience. Also covered amphibious assault, president safety paramount. Separator, spectator area should be covered at all times. Okay. Found a trash can on the left side of the spectator area. 2 bullets spent, same model as the victims. There's blood on the inside. The person who was wearing it must have had an injured arm. Designed to provide protection from gunfire, Rook and Knight were each issued one. The victim bled to death from a gunshot wound to the torso. The bullet passed clean through the body. Stopped the bullet that passed through the victim. The bullet itself was crushed flat by the impact. Screens showing footage from in and around the aircraft. 1 monitor is missing. Left behind by the assassin Shelley the Killer when he made his escape, adorned with a distinctive seashell emblem. Did we ever find out what it says on the back or anything? Oh, crap. I mean, it should be the photos, but there's nothing in these. Maybe it's going to be the second photo that we're going to be able to show that his hand was behind his suitcase and he could be firing the gun, but that's not proof. The first shot was fired right around the time the president raised his fist. Did we save? Let's save again, because I have a sinking feeling I'm going to lose hit points and have to brute force this. I hope those who have played this game are going to be able to giggle yourself silly if that I am even close with this or not. I have a piece of evidence that shows just that. Perhaps it could also show us what was happening with the flag then, too. So this would be the evidence?
Take that!
Your proof is in this picture right here. This should be good. Which picture? Where? Oh, so it is this one. Oh, you can see the flag back here. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that was the flag. We can see which way the flag was really blowing right here. That it was staring me in the face. Oh, and there's a poll. If Wang is a lion and Bronco is a horse, what would Rook be? A beaver, a rock, a Rukov, a Boyd? Tell us in the chat. I think he's a castle.
Dear sentimental Logan, I'm here to let you know how awesome and cool you are, not just as the lonely stream man, but as a person. You are genuinely very funny and kind. We truly appreciate being able to spend time with you. It makes all of us happy. So thank you, Daddy, for giving birth to me, and thank you, Logan, for being so amazing.
Other than the use of the word daddy, thank you very much. That was really, really sweet. Thank you, Oak. I love and appreciate all of you as well. And the fact that you can put up with me for missing that giant flag right there alone. Like, if you did not jump ship from that shows real dedication. But thank you so much for the 50 bits for the Beef Longa. You could tell it's going to be a long one because Beef Longa wasn't messing around. He was reading that fast. What?
This feels like self-affirmations when it's said in the beef voice.
I mean, I guess it kind of is. Although someone is putting the words in my mouth for me. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero. I do appreciate that. I don't do self-affirmations, though. I feel like I wouldn't believe myself. I don't think I am trustworthy enough to judge my own worth. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that.
Happened?
I heard what happened. Okay, you know what? I'm going to check the chat, and then I will check the YouTube chat, because I'm behind in both now. Let's see. Queen Katie says, if you play the PQ games, Vero, those games are based off Etrian Odyssey. Doc says Edgeworth is about to info dump about the Steel Samurai. Oh yeah, he's excited to talk about his hyperfixation. Beowulf says, I don't really know much about them, but I'll give you as much info as I do know about them in DMs. Vera says, dope, sure. Crystal says, lurk. I'm going to a very quick checkup for a 2-week old wound I have on my leg? I hope your leg is okay, Crystal. Like, for the doctor, let us know how you are. I hope it's okay. Vera said, hope it goes well. Queegator said, Miles really said, you dare not know what the Steel Samurai is. Death for 1,000 years. Doc said, this man did it. Anyone who does not know the glory of the Steel Samurai is guilty. Queegator said, Logan the Wang growling is doing things to my brain. Good or bad things? Queegator says also, salute to Larry, not even in this game, and yet he still gets slandered at Gordy Lake of all places to let the man live from the trauma of the balloon. Oak says, F. Oh, and the poll ended. Hang on, what?
You are trustworthy enough to judge your own worth, because you underestimate it. You are so much cooler than you realize. Twitch.tv/LoganRobo is awesome.
I would like to... Oh, was that a boo at the end? Oh, it was a po. Thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Hang on. First of all, the poll just ended. Rukov won with 80% of the vote, Oak contributing 10 channel points. Second place was a tie between a Rock and a Boyd. Oh, I should have voted Rock because that's like what a castle is. That's what I should have done. What a castle is made out of. But thank you very much. And I do know that I have imposter syndrome really bad. Like, I understand that, like strictly intellectually, but it's hard for me to like believe that it's just imposter syndrome. Like, you know, my brain still believes it. And there's a pinned message. Oh, it's Moonlight. It said, please pin Logan. Look at the selfie pic. Look at the bottom right. I'll do that again as soon as we get out of here because I can't exit this shot right now. But thank you very much, Moonlight, for the pinned message. And there's also a clip in the chat. Let me go ahead and check YouTube real quick, though, because I'm way behind. Hidden Hand says, Part 10, Edgeworth, hey, guys, why is the ground shaking? Badonkers, I'm getting scared. What's happening, Hero? Oh, gosh, the sky starts to open up. Tragedy, hello, idiots. Weedle said, heck yeah. Wait. There we go. Hidden Hand says, Edgeworth, you, Tragedy, what's the matter, Edgeworth? You not mind me teleporting you here? You're the one who brought me here, Hero. It's him again! Bill said we'll go on Tuesday, so it's cheaper too. That'll also bring down both my mega mugs, so we can both get a drink. Maybe popcorn too, we'll see. I do like going to see movies on Tuesday matinees. You know, maybe I could like come with you guys if it's a day that I don't have work or anything, depending on how far away the movie theater is. I'm just saying. That could be fun, right? Weedle says to Genos, he's also always late to start streaming, and the day he starts streams the right time, he has a girlfriend. Would have said to Beowulf, I'm dirt broke for real. It is sad I spent so much money on pizza. Dang it. Hidden Hand says, Overlord, we can defeat you again, no matter the cost. But Donkers, yeah. Edgeworth says, I don't think I can do anything here. Wait, I can change the character's traits? Beowulf says, don't worry. Gift cards I need to use.
Bits on beef because he wasn't drunk enough last time. Get more drunk.
What? Mission accomplished to get him more drunk. Thank you very much for the 50 bits. Well. I should probably play some game. I am behind on both Twitch and YouTube. It's been a while since I've been this bad at everything I do. But let's present this. Present the flag. Take that. Take that. Well, do you deny that it clearly shows the flag? Also, Moonlight had said check the first picture for Kay, the selfie picture, and look at the bottom right corner. And that's where we got Tabby Lloyd shining the laser pointer dot on Winston Payne and the Chief Prosecutor. But in the very bottom right is a man in a purple hat. It's William Afton, confirmed. Also, this guy is not watching the stage. What is this gentleman with fuzzy hair looking at? I do not trust fuzzy hair, man. Well, do you deny that it clearly shows the flag? There we have it. Proof that it was blowing towards you at the moment of the shooting. Hey, so that means our pal over there did shoot the balloon? Making him the assassin? Deny it. But he can't be because he wouldn't have had time to dump that gun in the garbage can. I mean, he is, but it doesn't line up with the evidence. I am again going to say, I think he is, but I think Edgeworth is going to say he isn't because of the gun in the garbage can. So, let's say is not the assassin. Mr. Knight is not the assassin. He may have shot the balloon, but the president was on the other side of him entirely. Therefore, he can't have been aiming at his boss. Yeah, besides, why would I even shoot the balloon? What would be the point? And watch how you answer, or I might aim for something else next. Okay, he just threatened us with a gun. That, I think, does qualify as assault with a deadly weapon. Like, you don't even have to fire. If you're brandishing a gun, let alone pointing it at us, that is assault with a deadly weapon. There was a point, I'm sure of it. If I can figure out what it was, perhaps I can finally put this whole conundrum to rest. Knight definitely shot the balloon. Knight shot the balloon. The revised trajectory data shows that Knight shot the right side balloon. Boop. That fact alone changes everything about the case. Ah! Okay. President was targeted during his speech, a premeditated attack. Knight shot the balloon. Knight's position. Knight can't turn his head to the right, so he was moved to the right side of the stage. Let's try putting these two together. I can't save right now, so let's try it. Connect them. Hey, we don't have to scum our saves. Why did Knight's assigned position change? I told you. Excuse me. I can't turn my neck to the right. Could only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage. But is that the only reason? Let us suppose the plan hadn't changed, that Knight had remained posted on the left. Given that he was unable to turn his head to the right, would he have even been able to shoot the balloon closest to him? Could it be that the security plan was changed for the express purpose of popping one of the balloons? I wish Edgeworth was more upset that that he assassinated the Steel Samurai, that offended his sensibilities. Let's check some more in the chat. Vero had posted a clip. Let me load this up into the clip viewer. Oh, wait, crap, we can't because I closed out the clip viewer. I am sorry. I'm going to put the link for it in my text file, and I'm going to have to check it out afterward. I am so sorry, Vero. It's titled You Joke, but ... What would that be? Well, okay, maybe that's like the growling thing, because that came right after Queen Katie had said the Wang growling is doing things to my brain. Did the Wang growling do things to anybody else's brain? Is that a thing? Because what was it doing? Was that doing things to people's brains? Doc said never say never. What?
It's okay, I forgot what the clip was.
I will check it out afterward. I'm sorry, but for the sake of the stream stability, I did have to close out my clip viewer. I apologize, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. Doc says the visual of the Steel Samurai being shoved upside down underwater is so funny. I just love that it is basically just his crotch, or we could say maybe his butt. Now he's facing forward. It was his crotch. He's very well endowed canonically. Crystal says, oof. Oak says, I low-key wish we had room in the spoiler chat for Dot because there's a lot of AA stuff that's very funny. Crystal does, quote, edit 388, I'm sorry, chat, that you were subjected, there we go, to this very disgusting sight of a sweaty Wang, but we will get past it together. Thank you, Crystal. Doc says, standing outside in the rain. Crystal says, okay, me back to check up. I hope it's going well, Crystal. Please keep us updated. Queen K said, Logan is smart. Am I? Doc says, big brain robo. Oak said, wow, that sure is a big pimple on his forehead. Oh, the red dot. That's a big birthmark, Oak. Vera said, Rook got a low taper fade. Do you guys think I'd look good with a low taper fade? Do you think I could pull that off? I'd probably have to shave my side. What if I kept my sideburns? I've kept the sideburns. Like it just started there. Maybe. Vera laughing. Doc says he sure does do weird makeup with a big blotch of lipstick on his forehead. Quick said, Logan, wrong girl. Please tell me you meant Tabby, not Oh, must have been what I'm saying in the audience, the laser pointer. I'm sorry, I caught it eventually. Vera said, what's with today's stream and errors? Yes, you're back. Oh boy, let me read some YouTube chat. Let's see. Abel was saying, don't worry, gift cards I need to use. Weedle said, by the way, why are we talking about this on YouTube chat too? Hidden Hand says, Edgeworth looks like tragedy here is giving us a puzzle. I'll have to solve it, but how? Wait, I have HP. I don't want to die here. Whatever time to die, tragedy. Weedle says, just funny that way. Bill says, yeah, probably. Wait, crap. Now it just, the thing moved. There we go. Weedle says, Hidden Hand, you seem to like Ace Attorney. Weedle says, Hidden Hand says, yes, I'm a big fan of it. General says, I'm pretty sure you're kind of close, but you're missing something in the background. I know, and it was so big too. How did I miss something so big, Genos? Weedle said, blows up puppy kicker with mind. Vera says, I wonder if I can slow mode here. Weedle says, Logan, Fuga 3 has been revealed. I saw the update for that because since I have Fuga 1, actually, Weedle, did you just mention the name of that game? On Steam, it had an update that was like announcing Fuga 3. Beowulf says, Weedle, no! That's right, Weedle said the name. Vera said, only Logan can, I think. Hidden Hand says, hi, Vero, I had to. Vera says, hello. Weedle says, hoy. Vera says, I came here to ruin this for you guys, but I couldn't ruin this equals slow mode. Weedle says, pog. Hidden Hand redacted message saying, okay, everyone, let him catch up with YouTube. So I caught up on YouTube. Not on Twitch yet, but we're getting close. I'm gonna read one or two more Twitch comments and we'll get back to the game. Let's see. Oak says to Vero, I know that clip is a meme, but the guy who sang that legit makes incredible music. I love Eric DOA. Am I saying that right? Atlantic! How you doing, Atlantic? Good to see you. Says, okay, just got here for the perfect time to hear a basic recap of what happened. Nice. We just said, tell him to read YouTube chat. Crystal says, yee. Vera said, yes, we can hear you. Doc said, it's like I can still hear him. Oak says, he's just predicting things, but he also says, he's goated with the sauce. I don't think anyone has ever described me as goated with the sauce. Crystal says, fly high, Logan Cam. And then, Vera with another clip called The Spell That Kills Your Camera. I will copy this link as well and check that out afterwards. Sorry we can't do any more Clip Viewer tonight. Clip Viewer is one of my favorite things in this channel too. Boo. Boo earns. And Queen Katie with a timestamp, 1:51:01. I am almost exactly within a minute of a half hour behind in chat. Not bad. Okay, let's see. Could it be that the security plan,
There's a first time for everything. Mr. Goated with the sauce.
It just feels wrong. It makes me just Bo again. Thank you for the 10 bits. It makes me feel even more like an imposter. I am not goated with the sauce. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate it. Could it be that the security plan was changed for the express purpose of popping one of the balloons? And if we suppose that to be the case, the two plans are different. Oh, this is a flashback. The two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? Yeah, we made some last-minute changes yesterday. What if Knight is only pretending that he can't turn his head to the right? What if he totally can? And he just did that as an excuse to get... Because it's like a little kid going like, oh, I'm too sick to go to school. Knight's like, oh, my neck hurts too much to be on that side. You gotta move me. Move me. Move me. Now I'm a horse in a bog. Touch a horse. President's orders. That's right. The president was the one who ordered the change. Change of the president's orders. So Knight could pop the balloon? Okay, that's what it is. The president, despite all of his bluster, as we've seen from all the precautionary measures in the plane, he's a coward. He's a paranoid coward worried about an assassination. And on the one presidential plan, it said, you know who could be here. They knew Shelley the Killer could be in there. So he staged an assassination attempt to give an excuse for him to be rushed into the plane. So he ordered Knight to shoot the balloon so they could say, oh, a gun was fired and he's taken in, so he's out of danger.
Kelpie clip reference.
Kelpie, why did I say silk?
Touch a horse. I promise I won't drown you in a
Promise I
bog.
won't drown you in a bog. Bo, indeed. For some reason, did I say Silky? I want to say Silky. No, Silky was, actually. Don to Don. Oak, you started watching Don to Don. How far are you into it? How far are you into Don to Don, Oak? Thank you very much for the 10 bits. The Kelpie clip. Come on, touch a horse. I promise I won't drown you in a bog. That's for anyone who's seen our Persona 5 clips. Okay, changed all the president's orders so Knight could pop the balloon. Oh no, oh wow, what puzzle pieces do I put together? Oh my goodness, this is such hard gameplay. This one, and I can't change to something else. I don't know. Oh, I'm good at video games. Bloop. What?
I'm still only episode 3, but it's big so far I need to get back to it.
Okay, so you still haven't reached... Thank you for the 10 bits. You still haven't reached... crap, was it episode 6 or 7? What was the episode number? I want to say 7, but it might have been 6. But there's one episode that destroyed me emotionally. It's only the third time that an anime has done that to me. And it was just like... But it's so good. It's so good. You need to keep up with it. Thank you for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate it. If I'm reading things right, the president knew in advance about the balloon shooting, which means he must have had foreknowledge he would be in someone's crosshairs today as well. And if that's true, then everything else has been bothering me falls neatly into place. How did the shooter get a gun past such heavy security? And why would they then carry out the shooting wearing such a conspicuous item of clothing? Why use a laser sight that would give away their location in an instant? And how did the president suffer no injuries at all, despite a direct hit to his vest? These are the questions that Knight and the president don't want us to consider. So are we going to say that maybe the bullet there in the vest isn't the one that went directly through Rook? That it was like already like that beforehand? No, that's probably not it. Anyway, I was confused by that last part. There is only one possible reason for Mr. Knight to have fired his gun. Let's save. In case I'm dumb, because it feels like the game is about to ask me a question. Also, for those who have played it, am I getting close to the end? I feel like we got to be getting close to figuring this out. He just said everything else falls neatly into place. Vera says, gosh dang it, that got me. Oh, because I look up Oak was doing the blue eyes thing. That's what it was. Doc says, is Logan Robo Gojo? I wish I had Gojo's blue eyes. Everyone seems to think, like all the fangirls think he's freaking pretty. Takes off his little blindfold and suddenly they're like, ooh, Gojo. So I wish. Vera said yes. Oak says Logan Gojo. Oak with a hydrate command. Thank you very much, Oak. I will do that right now. Thank you, Oak. Almost finished that one. Queegator said, salute to that poor camera. Vera said, it's so weird not having Logan in the corner. Never mind, he's back. Oak said, how does the camera even die? How does it work? It's just because, like, my computer runs out of RAM, runs out of memory, which is, like, crazy. I upgraded. I should have tons of RAM. All I can figure is that maybe there's some issue with it. I need to get Clam back over. He helped install the new RAM. Maybe some of it is, like, incompatible with, I don't know. I don't understand. Queen says, salute clip viewer, but hey, if I post any spoiler clips, we can do it on the next stream. Thank you very much, Queen Katie. I'm sorry again for the inconvenience. Doc says, Blanco White. Queen Katie says, oh no, not Horace, how could he? Oak says, I can't express how much I love the name Horace Knight. Well, yeah, because Horace Knightley, right? It is so much better than Bronco Knight. That one, the point easily goes to the fan translation. Vera said, Guitar Man is going ham. Oh, Bumbo! How you doing, Bumbo? Says, wow, still here? Doc says, I miss you, Horace. But yeah, Bumbo, we're still here despite the technical difficulties. Oak says, 2-hour timestamp. I am almost 28 minutes behind, so I've gained 2 minutes. And also, we're almost to the 2.5-hour mark, which means if anyone wants to keep an eye out for raid suggestions, Crystal did step away for her doctor appointment for her leg, huh?
Is it like 16 gigs of RAM? That is definitely the bare minimum nowadays. I'd what your computer had before though.
Ah! Thank you for the 10 bits. I know it's at least 16. It's double what I used to have. I either went from 8 to 16 or went from 16 to 32. I can't remember which. I would look it up, but if my computer is struggling this much to stream, I imagine opening even Windows Explorer would probably make it struggle. So I'm not going to check that right now. But it is at least 16. It's either 16 or 32. I can't remember which, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Bubba says, I was playing Anton Blast. What is Anton Blast, huh?
You went from 16 to 32.
Clam! How you doing, Clam? Is it because we mentioned you? Did that summon you? Were you just lurking? Clam, you gotta let me know if we found other people for that Wednesday improv thing that you were texting me about the other day. But thank you for the 10 bits, Clam. Also, in like two weeks from now. Anyway, we're gonna be doing some improv soon, Clam. Good to see you. Yeah, so we're 32. So it shouldn't be having these issues. I don't know why it still struggles. There's so many times where my computer will just get to the point where it's like, no, you cannot run more than one thing at a time. It's like the opposite of having good amount of RAM. But anyway, Clam, how are ya? Yeah, so Bumbo, what is Anton Blast? And thank you again for the 10 bits, Clam. Vera says, yay, we're doing G1. Well, do you have any other Grimlocks that you would suggest? I mean, there are other good Grimlocks, but like some of them are a bit more detailed in design. I think G1 is a good standard Grimlock. Oak says, I can try to get that done in a few days. Moonlight says, hi, Logan, hour mark, 2 hours. Just got home from work. How was work, Moonlight? Hope it wasn't too busy this weekend. Vera said, welcome home. Good to have you here. Bubba says, I know the chat has was a while ago. I feel like the Minecraft movie is going to be bad in a not fun way, just being bland. And it might be. It feels like it might. But it also, to be honest, when I watched the trailer, I feel like the Minecraft movie could go one of two ways. Either be really bad in a not fun way, or might be like surprisingly better than you think. It might just be one of those things where like it just was a bad trailer. Visually, there's one thing somebody pointed out that I think is a bad choice creatively for the Minecraft movie, just with the visual aesthetic of it. Because obviously, they're trying to do the blocks, but they're making all the blocks still kind of rounded at the edge and have details and whatever. I get it. But somebody pointed out that they're not blocks of equal size on an equal like X, Y, and Z axis, huh?
I was secretly hoping for G1 Grimlock, but I expected you to have another favorite Grimlock.
I guess I could have gone RID 2001 Grimlock, who isn't even a T-Rex. He's a construction equipment thing. We could have done Beast Wars Grimlock. He turns into a white velociraptor.
Hey, loser. When are you getting jiggle physics? Your chat demands it in 2025.
Oh, is it required? Okay, my cheeks now have jiggle physics, so I'll turn. I'll look up and down. That actually hurts. Never mind. We're getting rid of jiggle physics. Do I need to really focus on like my chest at the gym, get massive pectoral muscles so that I can have them bouncing around on chat? Is that what we got to do? Chat, do you demand jiggle physics? Is Clam telling the truth?
Logan Ron kind of cheek.
Butt joke. That was the in that case I was the butt of that joke. Huh? What?
Teresa Beast Wars Grimlock?
Yeah, no, I showed you. I mentioned that on Discord a while ago. He was never in the cartoon, but they made a toy of him. Because, like, Hasbro loves to do their repaints, and so they took Dinobot's original toy, and they repainted him predominantly white-colored, with, like, some black spots on Beast Mode, and released him as Grimlock. He never appeared in the cartoon, however, IDW did a Beast Wars mini-series that basically took a lot of the characters that only had toys but never got released, and had them, like, do stuff. Basically, it's kind of like, this was secretly going on in the background during the Beast Wars cartoon and nobody ever knew about it. And so Grimlock made an appearance. He's supposed to be G1 Grimlock, but later like downsized to Beast Wars size and given a beast mode. And so he looks a bit different. I posted a picture of him, not a great picture, but and it's drawn by Don Figueroa, some of his top best work along with Stormbringer. So yeah, you should check that out. I should find that for you sometime, but not till after you've watched Beast Wars, because it has spoilers for at least season 2, but I think season 3 as well of Beast Wars. So you can't read it yet because it has definite Beast Wars cartoon spoilers. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero, Oak, Clam, and another 10 from Vero as well. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, but I was saying with the Minecraft movie, somebody pointed out that they're not really pixels, they're what they were calling mixels, where instead of the blocks all being like the same axes, they're like some are smaller and offset and stuff, and so it like doesn't work. And ever since I saw someone say that, I can't unsee it, and it's kind of ruined the visuals for me. However, I mean, despite Jack Black's stupid "I am Steve" thing, Jack Black still is a fun actor. Jason Momoa could be fun. I don't know. There are rumors that he's going to be Herobrine. That could be neat. I do like the girl who plays the friend on Wednesday. We talked about her last name is Emma something or other. I've still never seen Wednesday. What?
Your streams are a fun and wonderful place to be. I appreciate you and all you do. Thank you for being you.
Thank you so much, Moonlight. That was so nice. And that's like a lot of channel points for that. That's 25,000 channel points. Thank you so much to the Beef Long and TTS Moonlight. You all are wonderful. Honestly, you know what it feels like? Anytime you guys compliment me, I should make a sound alert for this that I just like has like infinite points, so none of you can do it, but I can do whatever I want. Do you guys remember it was one of the big Game Awards shows a few years ago when they were doing a Cyberpunk 2077 thing, and Keanu Reeves was there, and he gets up on stage, and somebody in the audience shouts, "You're breathtaking!" And he turns around, like without missing a beat, and goes, "You're breathtaking!" Or maybe he did hesitate, I can't remember, but he said right away, "You're breathtaking." I should just get that, because you all are breathtaking. Y'all are amazing. I need to keep reading the chat, though. Let's see. Queen Katie says, random question, chat. Oh, that was the poll earlier. If Wang is a lion, Bronk is a horse, what would that make Rook? Moonlight says, thanks, Vero. Vera said, first thought was beaver, or he's just a rock. No problem, take it easy. Bumble says, Rook is a Rukov. Doc says bird, mostly because there's a famous movie about lions, Lion King, famous movie about horses, Spirit, so surely make him a bird. Rio, Rio, there you go. I thought you were going to go with Alfred Hitchcock's movie, Birds. Or even worse, Birdemic, which we watched that one community night. That was so bad. Quickgator said, ooh, nice options. Chat Fear said we could do a poll. Quickgator said, ooh, that'd be cool. Beef is on a coffee day, it seems. Oak said Beef loves his daddy Logan. Oh. Crystal says, unlurk, it was just an irritation. They told me to wash it with sulfur soap and put on some cream. Nothing serious, he'd be okay, good. Especially since you posted pictures before of like your cat snoozing on your leg. And it's like, we don't want anything bad to happen to your cat's bed, huh?
Logan, your streams are dumb and a
Oh,
terrible
no.
place to be.
Oh, no.
I don't appreciate you and you don't really do anything. I would thank you for becoming someone else.
I do need to, okay, here's the thing. Clam, since the last time you pulled a Gary Oak, we've had like a number of new people in the community that I feel like I need to explain this to.
I have to be the balance in the Force.
And we appreciate it. It's, you know, you are the Anakin Skywalker of the community. Someday you're gonna kill those younglings. Thank you for the 20 bits. But for those who don't know, Clam is a good IRL friend of mine. And he likes to come in hot as like doing Gary Oak being mean stuff.
Clam with lying, you are awesome.
Well, thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. But Clam is just doing Gary Oak. It's fun. That's why he always comes. It's like, hey, loser. He used to do these long paragraphs where he's like, hey, loser, what's it like being an awful streamer that nobody likes? You're terrible. Meanwhile, I've got this hot wife and a baby now and stuff like that. It's just fun between friends. I should check YouTube chat as well. Let's see. Oh, crap. I got to scroll up. Beowulf says, also, Logan, you don't have you don't have college kid money. I really don't. If you want to join, you pay for yourself. Haha. Also, I only have so much on the gift cards in the first place. Well, because that's the thing, if it's a Tuesday matinee, those are really cheap. Those are like less than $5. Well, that's at Cinemark. If you're going to Megaplex, how much is Megaplex on a Tuesday matinee? Hidden Hand says, I sent a pic in Discord, meme channel, awesome. Jeno says, quote, my apologies, Knight. It's imperative we check, then breaks his neck. Just snaps it around and look to the right. It's like, well, you couldn't look to the right before, but now you can. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead. Jenna says, a second time. Hidden Hand says, once you get a piece of information, I recommend it to save, because maybe it's going to do the thing. Hidden Hand says, I don't know what it is. So many questions. Whoever said that about the jiggle physics is insane. Yapping moment. No, chat. Do I need jiggle physics like was suggested just a few minutes ago? Was it Vero or Oak? Do I need jiggle physics, chat? Let's see, and yeah, so Crystal is back, and Crystal is better now. Vera said, take it easy. Moonlight says, please pin Logan in the selfie pic. Look at the bottom right. Crystal says, ooh, perfect timing. Crystal says, Logan, you're amazing. Aw, you're amazing. You're breathtaking, like Keanu Reeves says, like I said just a minute ago. There's a reference, actually. I don't know if you were here for that explanation when you came back with your leg. Moonlight says, I agree with Oak. Oak says, longa hard. Crystal says, 2 hours already? 2.5 already. Crystal says, 2:12:18. I'm still so far behind. Oh, and there's a poll. Does Logan need jiggle physics? I'm gonna vote yes, because apparently being thick is what's in. I prefer stick over thick myself. Huh?
You need jiggle physics. We all agree. It can be any body part.
Any body part? It could be like my ears, just whoop, 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 like that. Any body part? I'm gonna have to think about it. Maybe later we'll have to have a poll. No, we shouldn't have a poll over my body parts, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Let's see. Moonlight is saying thank you, Vero. Vera questioning. Crystal says, huh? Vera said he's so drunk. Oak's laughing. Crystal's laughing. Doc says, drunk longa. Queegator said, help, I'm being killed by beef. Crystal says, laughing, not the William Afton. Queegator says, add quote, I do not trust fuzzy hair man. Crystal adds the quote. Oak says, only 7 away from 400. Wait, 7. Oh, quotes. Oh, wow, you're right. Doc says, no, it's fine. It's just the tax for being stupid. Quickgator said, okay, we are in fact getting closer to a spoiler clip, but with no clip viewer, I'll save it for next stream, lol. Maybe as a look back, kind of a fun thing. We may have to. Again, I'm so sorry about that. Clip viewer is one of my favorite things that we have going on here. Let's see. Hidden Hand says, nuh-uh, no way. How about no? Bayo says, Megaplex is just $5 in general on Tuesday, but you joining it, I have to get you a drink too, and I don't have a third. No. I wouldn't need a drink. I never get like concessions at movie theaters. I sometimes smuggle some in, but I never buy them because they're crazy overpriced. So I may come with one pocket full of candy and one pocket full of liquid. So as long as you don't mind that, that should be fine. All right. There is only one possible reason for Mr. Knight to have fired his gun. To create the illusion of an assassination attempt. What? Idiot. Do you understand? You do understand what you're saying? Oh, I understand all too well. I understand everything now. Most of all, I understand why you were so keen to take this investigation off my hands, Mr. President. You wanted your real plans to remain hidden. How dare you speak to me that way? Is this some sort of a sick joke? Oh, it's no joke, I assure you. I am actually physically incapable of making jokes. Vero, I want to point out something to you I just noticed. You see this symbol right here? Optimus Prime has that, but yellow on his forearms. Some of his toys do. Look for it now. It's simply the truth as revealed by the careful application of logic and reasoning, nothing more. The first shot was fired by Mr. Knight with the specific intention of hitting that balloon. Oh, the poll is done. And yes won with 96% of the vote, which is 69 votes. Nice. It's like 96 and 69 are 69ing. And no contributing 640 channel points. Ah, so close to a trifecta. So apparently I gotta add jiggle physics, y'all. I'm sorry, I didn't want to, but it's gonna happen. The sound of gunfire and the bursting of the balloon were guaranteed to cause a panic. And then he fired again. He did? Yes. He fired 2 bullets, both of which were aimed at the balloon. As for why he did so... Oh crap, was it a workplace accident? Did he try and shoot the other balloon but couldn't turn to the right and accidentally shot Rook? That'd be sad. It's because the second shot was designed to create the impression that the president had been hit. So then what's the deal with the one in the vest? I'm willing to bet that bullet was planted there long before the shooting ever occurred. Oh, that's right, because they said it was all smashed up, and so the rifling marks would be unintelligible on it. Oh, that tasted awful. No. Yeah, so Mr. Heroic President didn't take a bullet after all. That's not true. I was shot, I tell you. We'll be able to verify that for ourselves once we take a closer look at the bullet. At the very least, we can expect to find traces of Mr. Rook's blood on it, correct? Oh, that's a good point. He better vomit by the end of this. He had better vomit. He's probably gonna lose his composure. Okay, here's the other question. When he finally loses his composure, is he gonna stop flexing and he's gonna turn out to have like a big dad bod gut? But you said it yourself. You found the shooter in the photograph, the person with the red hood, huh?
Stepping out for the ninth round. I just need some rest, so I'll see you guys Tuesday. Much love to you guys.
Okay.
And since I'm on the Bits Bodie and watch Transformers 1 movie, even if you have no prior knowledge of Transformers, I yell out as they drag me away.
Thank you so much for the 10 bits, Vero. You're awesome. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate you giving that plug for Transformers 1. So, Crystal, yeah, you see, if you're looking for a movie to watch, that would be a Transformers movie to watch. It is very accessible. It's designed for, like, I really think it's designed for people who, I mean, it has, like, Easter eggs for people who are familiar with the franchise, but it's designed for newbies, for newcomers. Thank you so much, Vero, for being here. Thank you for the 10 bits. We missed you last time. So good having you here. Get some rest. You deserve it. You've earned it. Let me read some more in the chat. Doc says, I think it was doing something to Edgeworth's brain. Oh, the growling. Quiggy says, stop it, Logan, stop the growling, no! Vera said, I mean, we have 2 bumbos. We can vote one out. Wait, we have 2 bumbos? Oak says, Logan should get freakishly large sideburns. I've told you guys what happens when I go get my hair cut. Every time I try and grow them out, like the lady who cuts my hair always like trims. And like one time I even tried to say, it's like, make sure you don't really trim the sideburns. And she's like, oh, I never do. And that time she really didn't. But then the next time she's right back to and then shaving it down short. I want to have like, I don't know. Part of me wants to have like to make me look like a pirate or a longshoreman or something, just big bushy sideburns. I think it'd be cool. Quick said, I was about to suggest that in the spoiler chat, lol, we could kick one of them out if we can. Oh, you mean 2 in the spoiler chat? Bubble says, if my old account is still there, you can kick it. I will never be there on that account. Quick said, cool, I cannot tell the difference between the two, lol. Moonlight says, like mutton chops. Vera said, when did I clip all of these clips? Bubble says, Bumbotron is my old one. Bushlad is the new one. Is Bushlad on the Discord still, Bumbo? Quick said, if you ever get on desktop, there's a clip manager page that you can check for recent clips. Should tell you when you clipped it, lol. Oak says, Logan forgot to post any of the things he was planning to post on Twitter. What was I supposed to post on Twitter? Did I not post the going live tonight? Oh crap, you're right. I was gonna post Nora's long heartfelt message. I was gonna post your painting of me. Crap, you were right. I am behind on stuff. I need to go back and do that. Thank you for the reminder. I completely spaced that. Thank you, Oak. Quick said, salute Bumbotron. They have been kicked from the spoiler chat. They will be missed. Doc says, hardest part of the case. Bumble says, salute to Bumbotron. Beowulf says, check spoiler chat. Oak says, spoiler chat council is pondering your addition to the chat. I mean, I guess you should ask Doc, do you want to be in the spoiler chat? No, what?
But now it's okay, Longa. We love you less than 3.
Oh, thank you very much for your patience with me. Ah! Oh, that was just Bo. But thank you very much for the 10 bits and your patience. I can't believe I spaced that. I need to do it. Part of the issue is I think I need to do a screen capture of Nora's thing and like paste it together in one image if I can. I'm going to try and do that. We're going to see how it works. But thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the 10 bits.
But you said it yourself. You found the shooter in the photograph. The person with the red hood.
Chat. Did we ever say to Wang that it was a red hood? We might have, but I don't know if we did. Did we ever say to Wang that it was a red hood? I thought I made myself clear. The trajectory points to only one possible shooter, Mr. Knight.
Then where does Tabby fit into all of this?
She was simply part of their plan. In order to place the suspicion elsewhere, they set about creating a fake assassin. The highly suspicious person with the red hood. I have yet to ascertain exactly how complicit Miss Lloyd was in the whole scheme, but I can say with some confidence that none of the shots were fired by her. I suspect her only job was to point a laser sight at the president. Oh, that's right! Then I was tasked with turning your jacket inside out the moment the crowd flew into a panic, yes. Thus making the mysterious red-hooded shooter disappear in the blink of an eye. Then, when the gun and the security plan were later found in the trash can, it would have all appeared to have been the work of an assassin so skilled they could vanish into thin air. This scheme is so much more complicated than normal tutorial cases. Normally, it's like he hit him with a clock shaped like the Thinker. That's all. This is so complicated.
But then the case would have gone cold.
Exactly what our friends here were hoping for.
Makes sense now why they wanted you off the case.
Indeed, because the entire affair was a cheap ruse perpetrated by the president himself.
Is he gonna have a breakdown?
Oh, he's deflating! Oh, he's got jiggle physics! This is even better than the dad bod I was saying.
No, the
presidential mask has well and truly slipped. Admit it, the entire assassination was a lie, wasn't it?
If that stupid chief prosecutor hadn't insisted on assigning you.
Is that an acceptable voice for what he can sound like now?
How can I let this happen?
Objection! Horace Knightley, you have the worst voice. Objection! That's enough, Edgeworth.
No, Mr. Knight.
Sorry, but I'm speaking with the president right now. Oh, whoa, wait. Oh, you emptied your gun. Okay, so we're fine. Yeah, well, I'm doing my job as a knight and protecting my king. Also, we saved recently. We're like 10 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. Did anyone provide raid suggestions, by the way? I should try and catch up a little bit more in the chat because I am still so far behind. But yeah, like I said, Doc, did you want access to the spoiler chat? Do you know what the spoiler chat is? I don't know if we've explained it to you, but spoiler chat is various members of the community have like a private message group chat for people who know the spoilers for the games to laugh and giggle about how wrong I am about everything and how many mistakes I make and things like that. Let's see, Queen Gator said, okay, so this would have been where I put the assassination plot was fake spoiler clip, but you know, no clip viewer, so Logan, you'll see it on Thursday. Well, I look forward to that at least. Doc said, this is how the witches on trial felt. Viewer salutes. Queen Gator said, Logan, I've told you you're on 1 of 4, technically 3 cross-examinations. You've only just finished 1 here with Wang right now. Please pin. Okay, so we're definitely not finishing this tonight. I was trying to figure out, I was like, well, if we go like 20 minutes over, we can finish. We are not finishing this tonight, but probably next time. Bill says to Doc, we come with an offer. Doc says, intrigued eyebrow raise. Crystal says, nuh-uh, I'm still the one giving the raid suggestions. Bumble said, I have one, but they are not live, so we can't. Crystal says, clam! Beowulf says, the LoganRobo's spoiler chat group would like to formally invite you to the LoganRobo's spoiler chat group on Discord. Doc says, exciting, I'm being indoctrinated right now. How do I sign up? Quick said, do you have a Discord? If so, then Beowulf will send an invite to spoiler chat. Do you accept? Yeah, Doc is in the channel now. Have you seen the awesome artwork that Doc has been posting like almost every stream lately? It's amazing. They're just doodles, which I put in quotes because they're like really, really good. Oak says to Clam summoned. I am desperate to know Logan's computer specs because I low-key want to upgrade it or something. Beowulf says, cool, if you have Discord, then do message me so I can get the info to bring you in. Omari says, sorry, I just got here. I was beating Metaphor on stream. So you finished it? You've completed Metaphor? How are you doing, Omari? So good to see you. Oak says, is XMP/Expo enabled on the BIOS? Is it dual channel or all 4 channels? Also, it depends what CPU you have, because some CPUs are poorly optimized with getting the data from the RAM. Let's see, Crystal with the raid suggestions. Thank you very much. That first one looks familiar that you posted. I'm pretty sure we've raided that person before, but let me double check on this one, because like that looks like the name of someone that I think I've seen like show up on the live channels now, so that probably would have been someone we raided and then I followed. So let me just check on that real quick, because I am curious. Yeah, that is someone we've raided before. Oh, but she was fun. She was nice. I liked her. But let me copy the other 4 raid suggestions you have over as well. Thank you very much, Crystal. I appreciate you. There we are. Oh, crap! Chat, you're not gonna believe what I just accidentally did. You're not gonna believe what I actually did. I just accidentally refreshed the page.
Logan, did you do it again?
I did a 3rd time. Hang on, let me see if I can do this, because I'm not that far behind. Let me see if I do this, if this will show me the chat. I might have another way. Oh, okay, there. I found a solution. For this one, for this void, because it didn't refresh this overlay that I have. And if I scroll back up, this overlay is not fully refreshed like the chat was. So I should be able to catch up part way. Okay, so not all is lost. Not all is lost this time. I had a backup here. So this worked this time. So hang on. Vera said, okay, repaint. Probably forgot. Moonlight said, Logan, your streams are fun. Oh, that was TTS earlier, but thank you again, Moonlight. You're so sweet and nice. Quickita said, we are certainly welcoming Dot into the spoiler chat. All good so far. Doc says, I have never been this nervous. Crystal says, laughing. Oak said, also, it depends on what kind of RAM you have. I assuming it's something like DDR4, 3600 megahertz CL16 because that's most common, but if it's different, the RAM could be slower. You could just check your task manager to see the speed it's running at and the capacity. Crystal says we have a love-hate relationship with Logan, and that's where the void had ended, so it was only a small amount that would have disappeared in the void. Crystal says, Oak is lying, you are not awesome, Logan. You haven't paid me cat taxes yet. I could try, oh crap, I was gonna say I tried to do it, but the way I'd set it up to show Oak the cat pic last time was in the clip viewer, so I can't right now, Crystal, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Quick said 2:37:07. So I'm like less than 20 minutes behind. That's good. Crystal says, give us nose jiggle physics. Okay, so here's the nose. Whoop, up. Oh, crap, because... Whoop, hang on. I gotta... Whoop, up, 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 up. Whoop, up, 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 up. I don't know if it looks like it's jiggling. Whoop, up, 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 up. Is that work? Is that adequate? Clam says, nose jiggle physics so we can have some nose twerking streams. Bumbo says, Logan and his hyperfixation. Quiggy said, Miles in a nutshell. Use your brain cells, please, I beg of you. Clam says, nice. Crystal says, Miles begging. Quiggy said, breakdown incoming, by the way, chat, I think, at least. Oak says, I'm confused what CPU and GPU Logan has because games seem to run pretty well. Stuff like Yakuza 0 and Cyberpunk, but everything else seems to run terribly. Cyberpunk barely ran on my computer when I played that. If you ever check my clips, if I was streaming while playing it, it became all jittery. I couldn't even do a game capture. I had to do a display capture because of it. Crystal says, Okie Vero, take a great rest. Crystal says, is Vero gone? Oak says, good night, Vero, we'll miss you. Quiggita says, good night, Vero. Crystal says, do sideburns, Logan. Sideburns, physics? Whoop, up, 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 up. Whoop, up, 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 up. I don't think this working. But you see, I've like, can you see the sideburns on chat? Like, what the problem is, I look to the side, I can't see if you can see them. Can you see the sideburns? Doc says, good night to Vero. Crystal says, and a mustache. Do you want me to grow out like a handlebar mustache, like going around like that? That's what my personal character on Baldur's Gate 3 has. Oak says, yeah. Bill said, David Tennant, 10th Doctor sideburns. I used to have sideburns like that, because as I've shown you before, I have cosplayed as the 10th Doctor. Crystal says, yes, Logan, we love you less than 3. Magpie says, I'm here this time. Oak says, I do appreciate that TTS girl said La Mo instead of spelling it out. Moonlight says, Logan, you do what I do. I'm my group smuggler for theaters. We don't buy anything but tickets. I've gotten to the point of smuggling drinks, chips, and candy for 3 people. Oh, I can't smuggle that much. I can smuggle as much as I can fit into my jacket pockets. I don't put it in like my pants pockets because that's like up against skin and then things melt and get warm. Oak said, to be honest, this tutorial case just feels more like Spirited Justice, but in 2D, less Phoenix and not as peak because no Maya. Crystal says he has a dad bod. That was a granddad bod. That was not not grand as in quality, a granddad bod, a grandpa bod, a gramp bod. Doc says, laughing, Robolog, you called it. I was just expecting like he'd have a gut, like a round belly. He deflated. That was crazy. Quick Katie said, and this is where I would have posted the dad bod spoiler clip, but alas. Oak said, this is my favorite breakdown I've ever seen besides maybe politicians. Quick Katie said, may I suggest doing the cool Wang voice, but like a sloth? So the Wang voice was deep like this. But like a slot, maybe now he needs a beef longa voice, even though that we have assigned that to Orla the Orca forever. Oh yeah, oh crap! I was gonna say the droopy voice, but that's also the Payne brothers voice. There's got to be something else that we can do there. Anyway, I'm just checking to make sure that I do have all these raid suggestions later because I see we're like 2 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. It is starting to get late, so I just want to make sure I have all this stuff queued up for a little bit here. But I gotta be getting close to catching up with the chat. I should check on the YouTube chat real quick, because I know I'm behind there as well. Vale says, okay then, fair game. Jeno says, oh my gosh. Hidden Hand said, by the way, I got pizza, but somehow I got 2, even though I paid for 1. Like, I don't know what happened, but I hope I'm not a thief now. By the way, when this ends, can you see the clip? If you post on Discord, I'll be able to check it out, yes? Hidden Hand says, lol. Jeno says, Logan is psychic. Sometimes, I mentioned before, my secret is if I guess a ton of times, for every 20 guesses, 1 is right, and then I look psychic, but I've made a lot of bad guesses. Hidden Hand says, what? What happened? I wasn't listening. A man deflated on screen, but better deflation than inflation. I don't want to feed those kind of creepy fetishes. Let's see. Doc says, when I first played Horace's voice caught me so off guard, completely different from how I imagine him. Yeah, what was that? That was objection. Doc says, yeah, right there, objection. Oak with another clip posted in the chat. Because I can't check out the clip viewer, I'm just gonna have to copy that over. My apologies. I will check it out afterward. I got a lot of homework for afterward. Oak said, no clip viewer, but that's okay. Quicket said, yeah, Doc posted an adorable K art in the Discord. Oak says, it's peak. Doc says, they are doodles, do not flatter me. They're really good, though. I loved the one that you had last AA stream of Shelly the Killer behind Night. Like, we were even talking about how goofy his hair is, but it, like, looked cool. And there was something really neat about Shelly the Killer being just, like, a sketch. It was really neat. Oak said to Doc, we are dead set on flattering you, so they are so good. Quigay says, Logan, don't tell me. Doc said, no way, not again. Quigay said, is it the void again? Doc said, not again, Logan. Oak says, Logan, are you kidding? Quigay says, oh my gosh. Oak says, how? Chris says, Logan, what did you do? Oak says, laughing. Bill says, Logan. Doc says, Longa. Oak says, we forgive you, Longa. Crystal says, Logan, but I fixed it this time. Oak said, do you know the history of Beef Longa? To Doc, yeah, do you, Doc? Omari says, final boss defeated, about to go New Game Plus. Congratulations, Omari. I should play some game. We're past the 3-hour mark. Or crap, I should probably just catch up first. I should fully catch up. So here, hang on. I'm gonna have a start a sip of water, and we're gonna get this. We're gonna get caught up. Hidden Hand on YouTube says 1 minute left. Well, YouTube has a bit of a lag. So for you over on YouTube, there's a little bit under a minute. It's like 30 seconds under. For here, we're about 30 seconds over. I think it's about a minute lag, I think. At least on my screen it is. Maybe I need to refresh YouTube. Oh boy, boy. Doc says, not at all. I know he was born by Logan, and he has a funny voice. No, okay, so Doc, here's the history. Somebody else will probably tell you. So somebody was asking to see clips or stills or something like that from some of the various like TV commercials I've done. And one of them was a commercial for a barbecue grill where at one point they, as a gag, superimposed my face over a bodybuilder's body. Because my character was like, yeah, I'm the grill master. And it kind of went into the brain. I was imagining myself being like really huge. And so I posted a picture of that. Again, my head superimposed on this huge bodybuilder body. And one of our community members, Prince Paul, had posted a response laughing and meant to say Beefy Logan, but instead typed it Beefy Longa. And we were just all laughing like Beefy Longa, that's hilarious. And then a little while later, like I think it's within a couple of weeks, I did a co-stream with our buddy Z Diggity playing the Dream Daddy, the daddy dating simulator. And we had to name our character, and I told Z Diggity about it, and we were like, we should name our character Beef Longa. And so we designed this goofy character, and we gave him what previously had been called the Fat Byakuya voice, which is just like this. Beef Longa is the father in Dream Daddy. And so we had that voice the whole time, and he just kind of stuck around as a gag. And I can still show you what he looked like. In fact, here, hang on. We're not ending the stream, but it's going to look like we are for a second, as I'm going to go to the starting soon screen. But I'm still here. But I'm going to show you because we have him on here. I just got to find him. We have an asset for Beef Longa. No, that's the Buff Phoenix. Okay, there is Beef Longa. This isn't the one I want to show because there's one that's like back in the screen. But this is what Beef Longa looked like. It's like, I'm Beef Longa. That's one solitary piece of rice stuck in my mustache. Anyway, peace out. And so that's what Beef Longa looks like for anyone who is wondering. I need to keep reading. Quicky said, Vero says, quote, to expect a hitman at his Logan's door hired by me. Why is Vero hiring a hitman? Oak says, Beef Longa is a typo done by Prince Paul in Discord that was supposed to be Beefy Logan. Paul misspelled it as Beefy Longa, which amused everyone. So in Dream Daddy, you explained the whole thing. So in Dream Daddy stream, Logan said her character named to Beefy Longa. No, it was just Beef Longa in that. That's where it was at Dream Daddy that we dropped the Y. And used his Fat Byakuya voice for it, which then became Beef Longa voice. Doc says, incredible. This is me learning the ancient history of Logan. That was in January of 2022, I think. That was a long time ago. Oak says, Logan has such a rich history. I love studying it. Oak says, I haven't even been here that long. The only new thing I've been here for is a chairman redeem in quote 253, but basically all the other lores before my time. I'm a Loro historian. Quick's at 259.59. I'm like 3 minutes behind. Or 4 minutes behind. Bill says, so no inflation, but vor is allowed. Both are messed up. How about this? As long as the vor does not inflate someone, then it's allowed. Okay? Doc says, when you catch up, you should breathe. I should breathe right now because I'm running out of breath. Hang on 1 second. Oh, that felt really good. My lungs are thanking me. Oak says, Queen Katie, I feel as though you could have maybe waited the 1 second to get 3 hours. I don't know, 259.59 is nice. Quigata said, yee, but I wanted to be evil. Omari said, now I can finally play Shadow Generations. Beowulf says, he also has an IMDb page where we found he also has a really ugly headshot. Wait, what? My IMDb page should not have any headshots. Are you crapping me, Beowulf? Is there... Hang on. I need to double check this right now. I have a text file that has my IMDb page because I sometimes need to send that with auditions. So I'm gonna go to this. Oh, please, don't have a headshot. Don't have a headshot. You're not supposed to have it. I've never submitted a headshot to IMDb to my end. I'm not seeing a headshot on here. I don't see a headshot for me. Yeah, I shouldn't be on here. Let me double check on one thing. Let me click this one because this movie has a small cast, so it should not show my face. So if I go to all cast and crew, it should have pictures. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's no headshot for me. Oh my gosh, you gave me a panic attack because I do have some ugly old headshots. Like, I have some good ones, but I also have some really ugly ones. Oh my gosh. Why you gotta do that to me? Doc says Beefalonga is Goku. Oak said there's a Beefalonga IMDb page. Bill said, yeah, Logan has an IMDb page. Oak says, I don't know. I know Logan does, but is there a Beefalonga one? Bill says, no. Oak says, okay, that'd be really funny. Quigita said, you're lucky I ain't doing that one quote again. Thank you for the very Hitman stream. See y'all next time for some epic video edit from me. Wahaha. Oak said, yeah, I don't see a headshot. Bill said, no, not the IMDb, but you have a really ugly headshot. Oh, elsewhere I do. Absolutely I do. For like the theater I perform with improv, because the guy that they took the photos had like a really high res camera and a really harsh lighting and did like no touch-ups as far as I can tell, so everyone looks awful. Oak says, laughing in there. 3 hours, 6 minutes, and 15 seconds. I caught up to Twitch chat for the first time of the night. Let me take a look over YouTube. Hidden Hand says 3 hours reached. Water. What's a headshot? A headshot is like, if you're an actor, it's your photograph of your head. Generally, what you do if you audition, you would take your headshot and your resume. Your resume says all the work you've done. Headshot shows a picture of who you are, so they have that. So after the audition, they can look and they can see, okay, this person has this much experience. Oh yeah, that's what this person looks like, and so they can pair up the image of you to the audition. Nowadays, it's a little bit different because everything is done online, pretty much. They'll still like ask for your headshot and resume, but there's also more focus on like demo reels. I don't have to print out as many headshots. You used to always take those into auditions, have to give a physical copy, which so I'm saving money on that. But I could probably use some new ones. General says a headshot is a picture that just focuses on someone's head. Hidden Hand says that's weird. General says or whole head. Doc says woot. Oak says thank you for the very void stream that made me smile. Even the void. Beowulf said yep. Multiple of us have seen it. It's not flattering. No, it is not. It is awful. I should remind me sometime. I'll show you a good headshot that I have. Okay, let me take a look over at our raid suggestions, where we're at with these here. Oh boy. Okay, that one is offline. Okay, so it looks like of the raid suggestions, here's the one that I know we have not raided before. So we are going to be winding down for the night. If anyone's lurking, if you could stick around for the raid, I'd appreciate it. But let me first give you the rundown on the channel here so you can know everything. First, our schedule. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this, Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit, and Metaphor Refantasio. We did add some extra Saturday streams for the month, but we're past those. We might add some in a couple months as well, if we're able to. We'll see. So that means tomorrow is Monday, no stream Monday. Tuesday is going to be Metaphor Refantasio. Thursday is going to pick up where we're leaving off here. In fact, let me save just to make sure we have saved right at this spot, which is a very dramatic moment here. I think this means we'll probably be able to finish, hopefully, this case next time. How many of these streams? We've done 5 of these streams, and we're still in the opening case. That has got to be a record for the opening case of one of these Ace Attorney games, but it's been a lot of fun. Also, let me pop this into chat. Someone probably might have already done this, but there's a link tree. This has links to all my social media, Discord invite, TikTok, which is unbanned now in the US, YouTube, Twitter, all that stuff. I'm also going to copy that link tree over to YouTube to show you guys as well. Hidden Hand said night is coming to your house. Run. I hope not. He's got a gun. I don't know if you noticed that. It's so subtle about it. Oak says his face is beautiful. Beowulf says, holy forehead, Queen Katie. Oh, did you say that? Queen Katie says, Beowulf, no. Doc says, lol. And also here's the raid message. Beowulf says, impulse to Queen Katie. So there is the raid message. Oh, wait, crap. I never initiated the raid. So I still got to do that. I am behind on things. So there we go. There's initiating the raid. And now I can copy that raid message down onto my clipboard. Oh, there we are. Hang on one second. I just got to breathe for a second. Feels good. Oh, and over in YouTube, Hidden Hand is saying goodnight. Yes, goodnight, everybody. You're all awesome. I had fun despite the multiple losses to the void. Magpie says goodnight. Logan Moonlight says later, y'all. Oak said goodnight, everyone. Thank you for the stream. Also remember Twitter longa. I will. It's not going to be tonight. So I'll try to remember like either tomorrow or Tuesday. Babel says bye, Logan. Omari says later. Doc says have a good night. Yes, you guys have a good night as well. As always, I love and appreciate you all. I will once again post the schedule tomorrow. It should be a much more normal schedule for this upcoming week. Although, hang on. This week, I think there's a chance that I might have an improv show actually. Is it on Friday? No, it's on Saturday. It's on Saturday. I shouldn't have to miss any Fridays this month. Next month, I'll probably have... No. Next month, I may have to miss a Friday stream. Sorry, I just had a brain fart. Next week should be normal. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I love and appreciate you all. You're all amazing. You have no idea how much it means to me that you guys hang out with me. I love hanging out with you all. You're amazing. Thank you for spending your night with me here. It was a lot of fun. I love chatting with you all. Have a great night. Have a great Monday. We'll see you on Tuesday. I'll post the schedule tomorrow. Enjoy the raid. Good night. Bye, everybody. Bye. 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 And for those watching the VOD and over on YouTube, oh, I see Jenno says, Guten Night. Oh, it's German. I'd fun even if it was only here for the later half. Well, we love having you here as much as you're able to be here, Jenno. So thank you so much for being here over on YouTube and anyone watching the VOD. Good night as well.